Is that actually a picture of the Antichrist crying? I like it. It's tasty.
This is a public service announcement from C.T. Fletcher. I will not contribute to the pussification of a nation. Get your punk ass out there and work for it, motherfucker.
Let's roll.
Morning, Sergeant Major.
How do you know what kind of goddamn day it is?
Beautiful morning, Sergeant Major.
Are you a fucking weatherman now?
You're listening to Sergeant's Time on WTF Nation Radio.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sergeant's Time.
You're listening to Sergeant's Time on WTF Nation Radio.
What? Oh my God! Really, Al? Well, you are a fucking cherry. Just fucking knock out some fucking push-ups. Jeez, oh God.
Nation Radio.
Oh my God, Al. Well, you are a fucking cherry. Just fucking knock out some fucking push-ups. Jeez, oh God. Al, what are you doing?
What the hell?
Well, you are a... All right, Al, call me back when you've unfucked your shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the FNG.
No, well, for y'all don't know, we hired the Owl. Yes, that Owl. That Owl is now part of WTF Nation Radio.
Who?
The Owl. Owl. John Owl. The myth. Yeah. Oh, yeah, nice play on words there. Yeah. So,
Gotcha.
the Owl is now part of WTF Nation Radio. And, you know, when you come on to WTF Nation Radio and you sign on, the assistant station manager, throws you on the roster, and that's Minx, and puts everybody on the roster and all that, and you have to report to duty at this time, and you have to do this at this time, and all that, right? No big deal. No issues. I don't think anybody told Al that you're supposed to have all your other shit turned off when you're... I bet what it is that he had everything up and running and didn't realize that he was going to be hearing himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, Lordy. Oh, Lordy. Oh, Lordy. So... man. Well, real quick, let's just want to break. You can come back, Al. You fucking... Oh, God damn it. Fuck you guys.
T1 got fired.
No. You're coming back, son.
You didn't get fired, bro.
You didn't get...
You gotta come back.
Yeah, you're coming back.
There he is.
All right, so have you muted everything that you needed to mute? Oh, no. You're coming back, son. Oh,
You didn't get fired, bro.
You didn't get...
You gotta come back.
Yeah, you're coming back. Oh my God, what the fuck is wrong with that shit? Somebody give him a class. Anyways.
Mute everything.
Yeah, mute everything. Exactly. Who's this?
Headphones.
Oh, man.
So how was your week, guys?
It's been pretty fucking crazy. Hang on. We're getting a fucking call right here. WTF Nation Radio, you're on the air.
Yeah.
Hello?
How's it picking up?
So how was your week, guys?
It's been pretty fucking crazy. Dude, hang on. What?
We're getting...
Jesus Christ, man.
What is going on?
Dude, I feel like oh man, I have no idea what's going on. Oh. That sounds like Melody the Funky Town. You take me down to Funky Town.
Hey, Chris, you gotta come back.
Where'd you go? Spring your fat ass away. Anyways, unfuck your shit, Al. So, what was that? Yeah, exactly. See, even Spurs, noob. Breaking balls, I love it.
I didn't even do that.
Oh man, that was like exactly the epitome of an echo chamber, dude. I don't know what's going on with your shit, Al. But
Nosotros tenemos más influencia con sus hijos
So, mira,
que
mira,
clientes.
otra vez, llamamos WTF Nation Radio. trying to get you on here, Al. Either something's wrong with your shit, you need to redo something, but we're gonna continue. Keep dicking around. I have no idea what's going up with your drama. Let me see. Let me try this one. Let's see.
We're having a training day.
Yeah. Hey, who's this?
Hello?
Who's this? Is this Al?
No.
Who is this?
Identify yourself.
Identify. WTF Nation Radio, you're on the air. Who's the caller? What's up, man? Who's this?
Hey, yeah. I was wondering what you guys think about Shaquan Barkley. You think the Giants are going to draft him in the first round?
You know, I'm really not paying attention to that right now.
The Giants are going to draft Charles Barkley? Is that what you said?
No, Shaquan.
All right, thanks, guys. Have a good show.
Yeah, take it easy.
Sports is on Saturdays.
Yeah, sports is what? Is it on
Call-
Saturdays? Oh no,
Call Jay Reddy.
Call Jay Reddy on
Reddy.
sports.
On Saturdays with Savagery. He'll let you know the deal.
Yeah, exactly. He'll spin you up on that. We're not really talking. This is not sports. So real quick, we're having some breaking news coming across the wires, like literally legit fucking breaking news.
And I just saw it. I was going to bring it up too.
Yeah, it literally is like right before we was fitting to blast the tunes and shit. It was straight up. As a matter of fact, let me. I gotta get the
soundbite.
I gotta get the soundbite up so that way we can fucking sound legit. You know what I mean? So we can.
Yeah, of course.
So here we go.
This one's for you, CNN.
Yeah, here we go, CNN. This piss you off. All right.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. It would appear that that North Korea wants to meet D. Treasy in May. So
that's okay. Now it makes sense. The last caller's question. D. Treasy is the new Dennis Rodman.
I didn't think about that. Oh, yeah. Well,
That's
that was
what it
code.
is.
Oh, I was getting fucking coded. Do you hear that? It was like, what was the next? Oh, shit, I should have had you come on. Caller, come back. What is that? The cow will jump over the moon? Is that the next? Was I supposed to say that? Was I supposed to say
the eagle has landed?
The eagle has landed. The boats are in the hose. The hose are in the boats. Today's drinks brought to you by Whiskey Sour. Yeah, so straight up, looks like right now North Korea is using South Korea to get them to, hey, we want to meet the Treasy, and then that is.
Did you see Mattis's statement?
No, like literally, I'm just looking at this like right now. It's like as I was setting up for the fucking show, I was like, what the fuck? And all of a sudden, everyone's going nuts on the TV. Kids are going nuts. Now they want kimchi. I don't fucking know, but I'm like, what the hell's going on here?
I don't know what the exact quote was, so I have to paraphrase it. But basically, Mattis told Kim Jong Un, "Stop doing shit that's putting you and your people in danger." It was stop considering actions that would end your regime and destroy your people.
Do you honestly think there was probably something going on in the pen that we don't know about? Like there was probably, from what I'm hearing, getting the info from the smoke pit, the Joes are talking about how there's like a massive task force over there getting ready to do some games, getting to do some war games, but it was like larger than normal.
Yeah, this is like full Eagle times 2.
Yeah, full Eagle, Team Spirit. What was that UFL you were talking about, Spanky? Ulchi?
Oakley Focus Lens.
Yeah, Oakley Focus Lens.
Yeah, UFG is what I've always called it.
Yeah, UFG, UFL.
Amazing Cobra Strike, whatever.
Yeah,
something.
Exactly. Cobra.
GO1. That's what I remember about it.
Cobra Gold, yeah. Cobra Gold Nut Squash Stamp.
I think what's really going on is there's an advisor in Kim Jong Un's ear.
GO1. That's what I remember about it.
Cobra. Yeah. Dude, here we go again. Stamp. Ow.
I think what's really going on is there's an advisor in Kim Jong Un's ear.
GO1.
Oh.
Okay.
Ow,
so like I was saying, I think there's an advisor in Kim Jong Un's ear telling him, "Look, D-Treasy is crazier than you are. Don't fuck with that guy."
I honestly think
he will actually push the button.
I think he's saying, "Hey, look, this guy's fucking going unhinged. He's already imposing different types of sanctions on China with the new steel and aluminum.
The tariffs.
The tariffs and stuff. I think it's like 5% for some products, and then 25% for steel. Have gone through whatever. I mean, I'll be honest with you. With every time he does something like this, as far as the economy goes, or something that's economic, immediately all the companies that we're talking about leaving jobs or shipping jobs overseas, there's a couple of steel mills that were shuttered. They weren't completely closed down, but they were just shuttered for a little bit, and now they're talking about opening. It's like 3 of them now, employing about 500 a piece or something like that, or 1,000.
Yeah, U.S. Steel said that they were going to open one of their idle plants and hire 500 people.
Yeah, and then there was another one. Like most of the stuff I was grabbing, but you know, once you get fucking news or something like that, and you get something off the Red Leg news desk, you fucking, man, just everything just gets inundated with shit. Exactly, Heath. The chair is against the wall. You can't get any information that you want to get when there's one big giant story wrapping around whatever. Man, if I was D-Treasy, I'd show up in a self-contained unit. You know how you when you go to like the fucking laboratories and you got the rubber gloves and shit, you have to stick your arms in to fucking operate. Because you know that motherfucker likes to spray VX on people and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like
that's the Russians. They hitting each other with uranium pellets out of fucking umbrella guns and shit.
Yeah, exactly. So my biggest thing is that I don't want to fucking be a Debbie Downer, but I don't want to be a, the ass about it. I just kind of think that, maybe you could kind of have a large delegation to where, and in this right here, when it's something that's so volatile, I think that this is where everyone needs to say, oh, fuck. Let's go down the succession of what would happen if something were to happen to the cabinet and the president. You know what I mean? That was that the last survivor. What is that called? The fucking sole survivor. What is that protocol and shit?
Yeah, designated survivor.
Designated survivor. Yeah. So a designated survivor has that fucking that whole. I don't know. I guess you would say there's people like right now going, oh shit, it means I can be in charge.
So I just had a crazy fucking thought.
What's
Somebody go through D-Treasy's fucking Twitter feed for the last 24 hours and please watch the interview last night. The movie with James Franco and Seth Rogen.
I was about to say, what the fuck? Did you just see that? Did y'all just see that?
What?
Did y'all just see that? Everybody's feeds. Are we up?
Yeah.
I just saw the fucking all the screens go.
I saw the flash.
Did you saw the flash?
I saw the flash.
Oh man, are we all up? Give me some ups, man, because
tinfoil fucking hat time. D-Treasy watched the interview, and that's why he's going to meet Kim Jong Un.
Yeah. Holy shit, y'all! Oh, I see everybody's still up. I see the chat's going.
We're
big,
now on a watch list.
That was a big flash. That was like a fucking. You know how cable when it codes and it does this little crazy shit, and then that's it.
Yep.
I just fucking because I have multiple screens and multiple monitors up to every time we do a show and we're broadcasting, and then I have my output screen that I'm looking at, so that way what you as the audience are looking at is what I have also on another screen, so that way I know when someone says, oh, the feed is bad, no, it's good. But the next thing you know, I just saw all my screens just flash green and white. That is fucking wicked.
That's how you know you're on a watch list.
That's we just got fucking holy shit, dude.
You just got tinfoil hat.
You just got tinfoil hat.
Damn it, I was trying so hard to stay off those lists.
I don't like that one. I like this one better. This just in. Al has finally decided to fucking join us.
Bad damn time, right?
God damn, bro. Fuck.
You got all your shit muted now?
So what happened? What was going on with your shit?
What I did is I just threw on something else, and I'm gonna Skype someone later and figure it out.
Did you hear what was happening? Because we were having like a mad echo,
And that was my biggest fear. And I tried to find someone to Skype earlier, and I couldn't, so I couldn't figure it out.
Oh man, dude, so you should just. What do you mean you couldn't find somebody? You got like a bunch of fucking.
All you do is ask.
Yeah, just call one of us. We're fucking. And I was getting so prep and everything else. I was having Skype issues, but it wasn't like that. It was taking too damn long to load up. That's why when you guys were like, "Wow, what's going on?" So, but anyways, thanks for joining us now, Al.
I'll figure it out.
So you guys, yes, this is the same Al from Al and the Healing Spirit. What was that? What was that thing again? What was it? What was your deal again?
Healing the human and the being.
Healing the human and the being. So now he's a member of WTF Nation Radio. So now he's
welcome Al.
Yeah, so welcome to Al. Woo! So yeah, get all the Al jokes right now. Fucking Woodsy, spread the word. Get it all out of your system because Al's gonna join us, and like I said before, he's gonna be jumping around shows just to see where he fits and all that, and you'd be surprised just where he might fit. So, anyways. So, again, going back to what I was saying, I'm pretty sure there was probably, you're right, Mike Goff, that there was probably somebody telling, King Jong-un, hey, dude, this motherfucker does not giving a shit. I mean, he's doing things already to razzle up the fucking American people, and he doesn't care about, and he's openly, admittedly said he is care. Just like you say you don't care. You know what I mean? I think someone's telling him, do you know how you just don't care and you're just like fucking nuking mountains and shit?
Mm-hmm.
That's probably what's happening. I think that's probably exactly what, like you said, somebody fucking said, yeah.
You're going to push this guy too far.
You're going to push him too far, and he's going to go fucking nuts.
There's going to be a flash of light on the horizon.
Exactly. So, yeah. So it's just one of those things that I think... I don't know. I'm kind of leery a little bit.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I don't want to say it's gonna go down the wrong trail. The next thing you know, we're fucking running away from a bunch of shit. But I don't know. It just seems too fucking. Or maybe there's something we don't know about. Maybe that whole Trump being a dummy was a ruse the whole fucking time. For now.
I think it is.
You know what I mean? It was a ruse, and then this is what it was. Now you're going to see the real... I'll be honest with you, I'm really getting tired of hearing that term. Ooh, the art of the deal. Ooh, the art of the deal. No, I'm tired of hearing that. I think what it is that he's playing everybody. He's probably saying that...
Or maybe he's been holding on to this Trump card.
Yeah.
To remove pressure or attention away from the fact that he had an affair with a porn star.
See,
or the idea that he had an affair with a porn star is not a fact.
There's no need. There's no need to judge somebody on what they do. That is their own business if they want to do that. If they want to be
really, I'm jealous. Just saying.
Well, Stormy Daniels is kind of hot though. I mean, in a in her kind of way, I guess you'd say. You know what I mean? I don't know. They're just. My point being is that who cares? No, nobody should fucking care.
No,
nobody should care about. I mean, because
we didn't care about Clinton.
No, yeah, everyone's like, that's personal. Has nothing to do with presidency shit. And fucking, W. I don't even think he knew where the bedroom was at. Where's the bedroom? It's time to get some booty. You know what I mean? Exactly. So, booty, ass. And then, yeah. And so, what? The only president that we had was kind of well, all the presidents were scandalous. I mean, fuck. Nobody was the Big Mac like fucking JFK though. That dude was Marilyn Monroe, man.
He was the Mac Daddy of them all.
He was the Mac Daddy with Marilyn Monroe and other. I mean, he just didn't give a fuck. He's like, oh, fuck you. He's like the Donald Trump of fucking. Oh, I don't want to. Oh man, is that too far of a stretch to say he's kind of like the Kennedy of
the Trump of the Democrats?
The Trump of the Democrats back in the day? Because you think about what he was doing.
Democratic Trump?
Yeah, because what happened during the fucking Cuban Missile Crisis? The same fucking shit, right? And what he said, I mean, He did the same fucking shit, parking. Oh, you're gonna park some missiles off of Cuba, so we're gonna blockade the Russians.
I'm giving Maryland the D. Here's the button. Fuck it.
Exactly. You need to get your missiles out of Cuba.
There?
Get your missiles out of Cuba.
War? Okay.
Exactly. Put your head down, baby. We're getting the missiles out of Cuba. But yeah, he was fucking Ben Franklin was the Mac too. That's right, but he wasn't the president. So it shouldn't matter.
He was a founding father.
Indubitably. So do you think it matters? I mean, that everyone was talking about CNN, MSNBC. There was another one, I think, Washington. I mean, there's not everybody else watching it too, but there were some groups that actually had eyes on that were talking about Stormy Daniels as opposed to this breaking news about Korea.
I love how much influence Trump has over the media. Excuse me.
He's a genius with it.
Well, he's kind of a genius with it. He normalized mass media and mass media outlets saying the word shithole.
Yeah.
He has normalized the mass media saying porn star.
Yeah.
And now he's redirected them to Little Rocket Man.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like the tail's wagging the dog in this case. And the media's just not catching on.
Well, he's been playing them all along, if you ask me.
I think so too. I think he was fucking playing him along, and I think he was, because think about it, he ran one of the most cheapest campaigns because everyone was giving him airtime because they thought he was going to lose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
My God, I love that montage on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. They all fucking, exactly that, Spanky, exactly. When South Park first said "fuck" on TV or "shit."
Mm-hmm.
And everyone's like, "Oh my God, this." But then again, we gotta fucking talk about video games being too violent. But
oh my God, I saw that shit this morning. God, are we still having this fucking conversation?
Yes, we are. We're still having that, ode to Tipper Gore.
Oh my God.
But anyways, so the whole thing is that again. So what if you guys are just tuning in or don't know what's going on? The envoy of South fucking Korea went and discussed some terms with the North Koreans, and so what happened is that the White House said that the president's meeting with North Korean. Well, here, let me fucking pull up some shit. Let me see if I can pull up some bites on this. Some bites. Then you guys can hear.
Tipper Gore can go eat a dick. That's right, Spanky.
Yeah, exactly. Tipper Gore was the reason why the term explicit lyrics, that black and white label, was put on.
Yes.
She was the reason why. And that's why
Tipper Gore and Al Gore can both go eat a dick.
Yep.
A whole bag of dicks.
Exactly. So let me pull up the stuff. I got it right here. So at 1945 Eastern Standard Time, the White House says that Donald Trump's meeting with North Korean leader Kim Jong-il or Un will be held at a place to be determined. I released a statement after a South Korean official broke the stunning news, saying that Trump will accept the invitation to meet with Kim. Also says that Trump greatly appreciates the nice words of the South Korean delegation and President Moon Jae-in. She says that, and this is what's her name, Sarah Huckabee, also said that the U.S. looks forward to the denuclearization of North Korea.
North Carolina?
North Korea.
Spit it out.
Yeah, of North Korea, but says all sanctions will remain in place in the meantime. And so everyone's now saying, oh, it's a hastily reached decision. Motherfucker, dude. What are you talking about? It's a haste. Dude, he's doing something that I don't think no president has done. Holy shit, I don't even remember that any of the other presidents meet his dad.
No.
Nope.
Or the ones before that. None of them have met. He'd be like the first U.S. president. I'm not talking about like fucking Dennis Rodman or some shit like that. I'm talking about the U.S. president. I don't even think he's fucking...
A sitting U.S. president.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and you have to go back to the fact of what I think it was you brought up. Is he playing the president just so he can get some relief, or is he coming in earnest?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
I would love to see it in earnest. I would love to see North and South Korea unified.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
North Korea just go away.
Well, remember a couple years back when what was it? They actually allowed cameras and families who had been split up when the DMZ was put up. At the families that were actually split up actually sat there and were waving and trying to show that they still were alive.
Yeah.
So there's still that going on.
Yeah, that's again. I'm not gonna hold my breath. I'm not gonna hold my
see what
Q.
happens. I think
It's gonna be
Kaz is
in May.
right. I think Carter was the last one that, or it sounds like something Carter would have done.
I don't know. I mean, do we have to initiate Google search? I have to look that shit
And
up.
if Carter did it, it was after his presidency.
Yeah, because I really.
Yeah, it wasn't during presidency.
Yeah, well,
No.
I don't think. Yeah, I mean, exactly. I'm talking about current sitting. You know, the dude was in the.
Never.
Dude never
happened.
I don't think
No,
it's ever happened.
never happened because of the whole don't want to look him in the eye, have China go for us.
Yeah, exactly. I think China's probably telling. Who knows? Maybe China could have been propped them up too. China probably said, "Hey, Korea, North Korea, South Korea, y'all need to you need to be careful because what's going to happen now is that if D. Treasy comes in the picture, we're going to do this." You know what I mean? I think he's probably scared them a little bit on what.
Yeah, that China is the advisor in Un's ear.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Hey, this is not going to go anywhere good.
Yeah, I'm just curious to see what's going to happen though. I'm like I said, I'm not gonna fucking hold my breath because it could go. He could probably just like what? No, motherfucker! I said I will refuse to meet him, and I don't care where. Not I will fucking meet him anywhere. You know, anytime, anywhere. Where the fuck you get this from? The message probably got fucked up. He's probably executing like a whole line of fucking staff members right now because they fucked up the. Yeah, they probably came back. Oh, Rock! Looks like President Trump says you come back. What the fuck you talking about? He's gonna go back there and say, "Did I fucking whatever?" I honestly think that if they come back though, if they get reunified, it'll be a big win and a powerhouse for fucking Korea.
Kaz has got a point in the chat though, because Little Rocket Man can go back and tell his people whatever the fuck he wants, and they're gonna believe him.
Oh
because he controls all the media. Yeah, so me and D. Treasy, we went 3 rounds in the octagon, and I whooped that big man's ass.
I really don't think that they're gonna. I think as soon as he takes off, it's almost like that's why a lot of these guys don't leave a lot of dictators don't leave their countries, because what's gonna happen is that as soon, and this is just me, I'm playing tinfoil hat. I think what's gonna happen is they're gonna meet somewhere else outside of the peninsula. They're gonna meet, and the next thing you know, North Korea is just gonna fall the fuck apart. It's like
either that or the generals. The generals are the one who actually run the damn places. I mean, they've got the power.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna like fall. It's gonna either happen like a fucking coup, or it's gonna be fucking. It's gonna be just. It's gonna. I think it's either gonna be a coup, or it's gonna be a straight up fucking. South Korea is gonna fucking go north. You know what I mean? I think they're gonna go.
I don't think Kim Jong Un's. I think their meeting's gonna be at the DMZ. It's got to be. I don't think little man's gonna leave his country.
He'd be stupid to.
Or the plane gets fucking shot down while he's fucking trying to fly. You know what I mean? Just some crazy shit like that would be kind of like.
Yeah.
When you've got China sitting there going, yeah, you know, hey, we're still friends with the North Korean generals, right? Hey, your brother's this one? Yeah. Hey, let's talk.
Yeah, John says. John in the chat, Facebook live chat says China will never allow a U.S. to share a land border. I don't know, man. I'll be honest with you. I think China is that. China's is I don't know, man. We do so much international shit. Everything that I'm touching right now, with the exception of a few pieces of equipment, is made in China.
Yes.
You got to remember the whole Korean War thing, and the reason we got pushed back is because we got too damn close to China.
So, well, China fucking handed us our ass too. I mean, that wasn't a.
Well, yeah.
It wasn't like a fucking. It wasn't like it was a big. You know, the General Petraeus at the time, General MacArthur, he was the, you know, he didn't help, he didn't fucking help it out at all. But my biggest thing is that we have so much. I mean, look at your iPhone, developed in California, made in China. You know what I mean?
Invented by Steve Jobs.
Made in
Built
China
by Young Lee.
Built by Puck Tone. all named Kims over there, right? Is that racist? I think they're all Kims or something like that.
That's Korea.
Yeah, because they want to because I know in South Korea they make Hyundai, and then they make Kia, right? And then they make Daewoo. Yeah, exactly. So there's going to be a lot. I think there's going to be a lot of play to ensure that no, it's just me that they're going to say, hey, look, we're already talking about pushing sanctions. I think North Korea has got itself in a fucking in a rut because obviously there is nobody to fucking support them, and the sanctions are going. I mean, there's no shit getting busted now, left and right. I think what it is that they probably had a hand in a lot of the gas attacks that are happening in Syria right now with Bashar al-Assad. So my thing is that they got caught with their pants down, and they said, you're sending chemical weapons, and those are your chemical weapons. They're not Iran's, they're not Russia's, they are yours. So I think that, like you said before, the Trump card is that we're gonna we're gonna unite the world against you, saying that you use chemical weapons, because now it's been revealed that chlorine gas from North Korea and VX and all this other shit. It's fucking crazy. I couldn't even imagine that shit. I couldn't even imagine fucking you're in the middle of a fucking desert and you're coming across some fucking weapons canisters or pieces of equipment, and it's got Korean all over it. I mean, I can't read Korean, but I'm just saying. You know what I mean? You see some equipment with Asian shit in there. Usually when you get deployed, you see shit what? You see Russians or Iranian stuff, or French, German, American shit. You see our shit. You rarely see anything that's got squiggles on it.
You just as soon see something that said Stark Industries on it than before you saw Korea.
Yeah. Exactly. So we kind of have a big fucking. Everyone's like, oh well, what are you gonna do when? What would you do? I'm like, man, I'm not a politician, man. I'm a soldier. Whatever. Just tell me where to hump, and I'll be good to go. But that was the breaking news that's happening right now. Of course, aside from the fact that they're still, goddamn, they're just, no pun intended, they're really riding this porn star story.
Well, they haven't mentioned anything about her in the last 30 minutes, 45 minutes on CNN.
They haven't? Okay. Yeah.
No, they've talked about Treasy meeting Little Rocket Man no later than May. And right now they're talking about the taxes that he's imposed on aluminum and steel.
Yeah, it's just one of those things I'm just looking at right now. Really cost the Umbrella Corporation. I wouldn't doubt if it's Umbrella, but. And then let's see. So now Reuters.
Yep. Okay, now they're talking about her. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. See, I was about to say, wait a minute, hang on. Yeah. So now they're going back to storming down. Yeah. Anyways, a breakthrough. Now think about this. Do you think this is a win?
As far as diplomacy
goes, and as far as him accepting it, should he had said? Because I think what's happening right now. I think had he not. Hey, he said, fuck you, I'm not meeting you, he'd get so much shit for it.
He's going to get shit regardless.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Because he's not a career politician.
Yeah, he's not.
Which is the whole reason we voted him into office in the first place.
Yeah, exactly. I just think it's funny that it doesn't matter what he does, it's going to fucking happen. But
yeah.
I'm kind of seeing, man, I don't know. I'm kind of seeing the I don't know. I'm really seeing this.
As far as whether or not this is a bold move, Cotton. Let's see how that plays out for him. It's one of those things.
Well, you got to admit it. It got him off the whole Russian bullshit.
And no, they're never going to let that go. Hillary's behind that one, pushing that agenda.
Yeah. Okay.
As far as whether or not this is a good idea, we're not going to know until this. It's one of those things where it's hindsight is really going to be able to tell you. Once the meeting happens, then we'll be able to say, okay, it was a good idea, it was a bad idea, whatever. But this is unprecedented. It's the first time a sitting president has met with the dictator of North Korea.
Yeah.
So, good idea, bad idea? We don't know. There's no precedent for this.
You're right. There is no precedent for it. So no, you're right. That's a damn good point. I'm just thinking about the fact that we could not have had. All I'm thinking is just like, dude, don't fucking. Your snarky remarks to people like that. You're not. This is different. You know what I mean? This is a little bit different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He could probably like scratch his ear or touch his nose or give some sort of fucking signal, and the next thing you know, fucking Lil Kim, or he's gonna say your country's a shithole, and the next thing you know, fucking all shit's gonna break loose because, you know, I mean, he's gonna have to literally have almost like a debate. Have Rex Tillerson in the fucking State Department sitting there fucking talking to him and say, make sure you say this, make sure you don't say it. You know what I mean? He's going to have some people have to talk to him. He doesn't have Hope Hicks anymore.
Nope.
But this is where the whole is he a genius or isn't he is going to come into play. We're going to find out now.
Yeah, that's true. Well, honestly, I'm thinking more of the fact that I think he's been probably playing everybody the whole time.
It's either going to be mushroom clouds on the horizon, idiots,
exactly,
or unified Korean Peninsula genius.
Exactly. It's gonna be North and South kimchi togetherness. Yeah, exactly that. Or fucking glowers floating in the fucking Pacific.
it's going to be like the EOD motto: initial success or total failure.
Exactly, man. Oh my god.
Exactly.
Oh god, it's couldn't even fucking imagine what would happen. Oh shit. Mr. President, he just said that he fuck that, and next thing you know, oh, you want to fight, huh? And that's it, bone fucking gone.
Put on the gloves, DJ.
Yeah, exactly.
DT.
DT. Oh,
but will the media even pick up on the true magnitude of this?
I think
fuck no.
No, fuck no. I think they're blowing it off. Now, they're
more interested in a porn star.
Yeah, I'm about to say, they're more interested about. I don't think they're fake, but anyways, I honestly think that they're just me though, and I love the boobies. So, woo.
Boobies.
What were we talking about? See, I got distracted. Oh yeah. I think if it had been anybody else but Trump, had it been had it been Obama, had it been Clinton, I think it'd have been historic. You know, everyone would be like, "This is a historic event. This is great for the American people." Bill Clinton would have been like, "Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate this. North and South being coming together again." W would be like, "Look what I did." You know what I mean? Like, there would be historic to them, but because it's D. Treasy, I think they're just gonna fucking sabotage this shit. I think the media is gonna just go out to sabotage it.
Oh, fuck yeah!
Expect
it. I mean? They're gonna fucking go out and fuck this up, so that way they could say, either it is already going to happen. Like all this stuff has probably already been, like you said, Mike Golf, and like you said too, Al. More than likely, this has all been done. Close hold. Nobody fucking knows what's going on, because I'm willing to bet you that they say in May this is happening, and then it'll be like the middle of May, and then they'll say, okay, this is what happened. And you're like, whoa, wait a minute. You know what I mean? I think it's going to be a good. I think it's gonna be a really good fucking like it's gonna be like a hat trick. You know what I mean? It's gonna be like a fucking sneak. It's gonna be real quick. It's gonna be fast, because this whole thing just came out of the blue. This whole news right now broke like within the last hour. Like right before I hit fucking begin broadcasting. That's when it fucking everything went whoa.
And if anybody is gonna ride around the North Korean countryside in a tank with Kim Jong-un, it's Donald Trump.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone needs to come up with a meme for that one.
What's that?
Just
Kim Jong Un and Trump in a tank.
Oh yeah, in a tank hanging
just
out.
paste Trump's face over James Franco's face in the interview.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I was like, what are you talking about? Gotcha. I keep forgetting about that fucking movie, man, because I was really drunk when I saw that movie. So
It was fucking hilarious.
But I barely remember. I barely remember. I didn't watch it again.
I'm really hoping this is not where Trump got the inspiration to go meet with Kim Jong Un.
Oh, I know. The CIA is probably fucking. What do you mean? No, they're not real. What are you talking about?
Fuck no, they're not real. I just saw a picture of her on CNN, dude.
They look real.
Those are not even fucking close to real.
Really? Oh my god! Hang on. I need to verify.
Gotta go look it up.
I do think I'm somewhat of expert on those because I have them.
You have what? You have fake ones too?
Fake ones?
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh, damn.
I have
I thought
real
you.
ones.
Oh, I thought you said yeah. No, it's not. Didn't it sound like she said? Didn't she mean she had fake ones? Oh.
She did.
Yeah,
Okay.
it sounded like that to me.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Hang on, let me.
So you can tell Stormy Daniels are fake because her chest is like twice as big as her waist.
I gotta look at some pictures. Hang on.
And you can see the pictures throughout the years. If you
I just saw like 2 or 3 pictures of her plunging neckline cleavage on CNN.
I just
Fuck
think
no, those aren't real.
I think
those aren't real, right?
I think she's a thick.
I mean,
I think she's a thick
great.
woman. She's a thick woman, and thick women generally have the propensity for some tatas, and I think they're real. I mean, without me squeezing and grabbing and pulling and biting, I would not know, but I think they're real. I think they're real because she is a large. She's not your. She's a. I don't want to say big bone. She's a large framed woman. So. Look at some of the pictures, man. I'm looking at the pictures right now. Ooh, not that picture. I can't put that one up there. I was like, whoa.
But you still have hope for a 20th woman or wife. So what's that say?
Well, I'm all exactly. So no, I don't think they're fake, man. Just looking at because I'm just no. I think they're if they are, everyone's like, oh, you could tell, but I don't know, man. I got in trouble one time for saying those are the most fakest fucking tits I've ever seen, and she got pissed off and showed them to me, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, those are fake.
Those are fake. You think so?
You know what? Yep. 'Cause
I'm
looking back through older pictures.
Google it.
Yep,
Isn't there some sort of some sort of self-admission? Or Stormy Daniels.
I'm looking it up on Boobpedia right now. Yeah, yes, that is an actual web page.
Exactly. This is journalism at its finest, because just like you were talking about Stormy Daniels, we have to make sure we have the hard-hitting facts to make sure that the dimensions are correct, because
I will make the sacrifice and looks at Bob's and Vagine for my craft.
Mike goes the real issues, man. This is WTF Nation Radio, man. What the fuck, dude? Come on. What do you think we're fucking? Do you think we're CNN? Oh yes, indubitably. Today we're gonna be talking about if those memories real.
We were saying shithole before shithole was a shithole word to say on a shithole.
Exactly that.
News station.
Hang on. Let me just. Those are real tit shit holes. Fuck, man. I mean, come on.
Oh, hold on. Do it again.
Oh, wait. Hang on. Okay, I'll do it. Hang on. Let me do it again. Hang on. Stand by.
This just in. Stormy Daniels to star in a new movie titled Shitholes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what kind of shitholes are we talking about here?
Sorry, I had to do it.
So what? Do we find out the real or not? Come on, man. You're keeping an old man in fucking suspense.
No, I doesn't seem, there's no self-admission on here. There's a lot of really cool pictures.
It's real. That's all I want to know.
No, it doesn't say anything.
Inquiring Ice wants to know.
I say fake.
Political career? I don't give a shit.
I say,
Star has a political career, really?
Yeah, she has a political career? She had a political run?
That's what it says.
I'm telling you, man. I'm saying they are real.
Oh, fans. Oh, yeah, no.
They're real?
I'm still trying to read.
Her areolas are both perfectly shaped. They're fake.
Oh my God! Why is that? That's like saying that Brad Pitt's face is fake, and you
It
all
is too.
you women would be like going,
As you said, someone said,
Botox.
oh my God, what are you talking about? Everybody's going nuts about this fucking
I'm
Belgian.
just saying,
everyone's-
nobody's perfectly symmetrical like that.
Well,
They're fake.
well, but there are some people that are though. There are.
Uh-huh.
What are they fake?
They are fake.
God dang it! You see, you're lucky I didn't put any fucking squares on it. Fuck.
Oh, I would have put squares on it.
See, because you have.
I'm an expert. I have boobs.
Porn star, screenwriter,
Y'all
and
don't.
director Stormy Daniels has had breast augmentation surgery done. Stormy's current bust size is 36 double D.
Oh God, Jesus, holy mountain of molies.
She also goes by the name Stormy Waters or Stormy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But she's already a fairly decent sized woman to have had to get them augmented. You know what I mean?
Yeah. She's
Part
36,
of the trade.
36 double D, 26, 36.
Lord. Woo. Yep. So everyone's saying it's fake. Yeah. Everyone's okay. Thank you guys in the Facebook live chat. Fake eyes. They're fake. Stop dropping me links. Fake. Let's fucking thanks.
Fake
Got
boobs.
you.
I mean, they're great.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say they're not.
I'm just asking. Fuck if they were real or fake. That's all. Fuck. I mean, to me they look. Because I have. I have touched.
She had a great surgeon.
She had a great surgeon. She did.
Not a shitty, go pay $2,000 surgeon.
Yeah, she didn't have.
She had a good one.
Yeah, exactly. She didn't have no fucking.
Pay $10,000 a boob.
Yeah, exactly.
Are they insured?
Yeah, exactly. What was it? Who was that fucking actress from American Pie that fucked up her tits? She was going on the cheap or something like that, and they botched her boobs up.
Tara Reid.
Tara Reid,
Oh,
yeah. God,
her.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like somebody pulled her fucking skin out and just dropped them in there or some shit. But anyways, so what were we talking about? Oh yeah. What was the biggest portion? The biggest fact that was probably led into this is all the massive task force that were being involved, because supposedly this exercise that was going to happen, giant spirit focused lens on the face, Cobra Gold, was supposed to have been like one of the largest exercises on the peninsula. And I think, and this is just me, I think that they were going to say, we're dropping some shit on you. That's just me. I mean, that's what I think. Fucking
Get your shit together, or we're nuking you.
yeah, exactly. We're gonna fuck you up.
We're done. We're not playing this fucking game anymore. We've been doing this shit for the last 60 fucking years. Fuck off.
Well, he's doing exactly what we want to do to Iran, or no, excuse me. Crap, I can't even think. Never mind.
No, we paid off those assholes. No, we did.
Cuba?
No, well, I mean, we paid off fucking Iran like crazy for them not to go nuclear, and then they went nuclear. You know what I mean? They fucking ended up doing it.
Instead of turning Israel, let the dogs loose and let Israel do our job for us, we backed off.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fucking same way, man. Same fucking way. This is some bullshit. Did you see that flash again? What the fuck, dude? Are we getting?
Dude, we're in a tinfoil hat territory, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, we are, dude. I think what it is that we've been. So if you guys don't know what's happening, Facebook has adjusted their algorithms, and so now these algorithms are now affecting viewership and stuff like that. So now people who pay to get their shit boosted are ending up getting they're not getting the reach like they're supposed to. Like, for instance, if we have a post or a video that reaches 185,000, but we only get like 1,000 views,
Yeah.
then we know something's fucking not right. So that's the whole controlling of the media, net neutrality. You got to pay fucking for porn, stuff like that, because morals are fucking whatever.
Russian hackers are trying to get into our Facebook page.
Yeah, Russian hackers are trying to get into a Facebook page, and fucking Vlad is going, oh, they have pictures of boobs.
Bobs and vagine.
Oh, they're bobs and vagine. Let's see what this. Why are you talking about boobs?
Russian women. My Russian women have better boobs.
Yeah, exactly. Probably wasn't gonna have a comparison with that shit. But yeah, it's pretty weird, man.
Yeah, next comes the swatting.
Yeah, exactly. Motherfuckers. Yeah, exactly. If they can find us.
Yeah.
If they can find us. You know, the
Who's got the keys to the basement of the Pentagon?
exactly, or the Alamo, or in the side of the mountain of Area 51. We're thinking about opening up another location too. So yeah, that's what I thought. Yep, that's what I thought. That's what happens. But yeah, again, I think all the massing of forces, all the massing of the task force, China, them getting North Korea getting caught with their pants down with the the gas that's been spread out through Syria by from Assad, and D3C not fucking dealing with shit, saying fuck it, I'm done. I'm not fucking gonna do shit. That's just me.
Trump has come in and for better or worse, and whether you like him or not, has come in and refuses to participate in the status quo. Okay, look, we've dealt with North Korea for the last 60 years the same way every president before. Fuck it, let's try something different. China has been ripping us off forever. Let's tax the fuck out of aluminum and steel. See what happens. I think he's trying something different. Again, not a career politician, and again, the whole reason he was elected into office. And I think I'm really curious. I really want to see what happens, what comes out of this meeting with North Korea.
I can't wait.
It'll be historic.
I think the next couple months are going to be fun.
Yeah, I think it's going to be. I think the thing they're gonna get, like you were saying, I think they're gonna fucking try to sabotage it. Media's gonna go nuts. Media's gonna go fucking talk shit about them. They're gonna do everything they can. Now think about this. Now that this is happening, all these insignificant, irrelevant fuckers are gonna come out of the woodwork to come on all the news fucking talking head shows and provide their insight on shit that probably happened back when their day when they were chasing fucking bitches in Itaewon. You know what I mean?
Are you talking about guys like Lieutenant General Mark Hertling?
Oh my god, dude! I have so much respect for that guy. What the hell happened to him? What the hell happened?
That's a whole separate conversation.
Yeah, has our generalships become that fucking weak now? Have become spineless to where now it's all about that's gonna be another subject for the second hour.
I was gonna say, I can go with that one.
Yeah. Hey,
I have personal experience with him. I'll let you know about that one.
Yeah. Well, yeah. He was my boss too. So
mine too.
Yeah. Hey, we're gonna take a break. We're gonna talk about a subject that's been pretty fucking on everyone's mind. Normally, like I said, 2100 is usually the time where we have a guest or we have a hard hitting subject we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about another page, SOFREP, bringing up a post. And y'all know what I'm talking about. And
it is. We've had some pretty visceral and emotional conversations. Just the staff.
Yeah,
today.
Exactly. So to include, in our other jobs too. So stay tuned. We're going to discuss everything about it. So there is going to be some fucking feelings hurt. They're on both sides of the watch. So don't get the ass. We are all discussing this, okay? We're not taking a side, and then I will give you my personal feeling about it, and then of course Mike Goff and Al and Spanks and Doc Mattis is going to join us too as well. We're all affected by this. Let's put it this way. Everybody here on the Sergeant's Time team. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that too, John. We are going to talk about AFES and the magazine debacle. So I'm glad you got that up because you guys know me already. You guys already know the show, what's going on right now. See, thank you, because loyal fans of WTF Nation Radio obviously know how we operate, and we know we always hit the subjects first. That reminds me, I totally forgot to tag AFES in this post. So on this break, I'm going to go ahead and do that. So, Rook, kimchi shots. D3C shots. Shouts.
Rocket Man shots.
Hungry for another taste. You stumble around the time you waste. So will you come and breathe with me? Think I wanna live tomorrow. But I wanna be with me. Think I wanna live tomorrow. 'Cause I'm out of time. Now I'll turn my mind. I don't care what you do. I don't care what you need. I don't care about my heart. Just instead of watching bleed. I don't wish upon a star. 'Cause I don't care who you are. I'm out of time. Now I'll turn my mind. You can't save me if I can't save me. And you won't follow if I keep falling in. You won't listen to what I'm saying. 'Cause I'm so broke.
Well, it definitely is all about the visuals.
A science
Although,
elective class.
pretty sure it's illegal.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
And away we
I
go.
suggest we use it.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I find your lack of faith disturbing. Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
Please enjoy the show. Shots.
Hey, we're back. Part 2. Sergeant's time. 8 March.
Second hour shot.
Second hour shot.
Arr.
Fucking 8 March 2018. Broadcasting live from the Functional Veterans Center. Excellence. Okay. We're going to get to the meat and potatoes of our second segment. And we're talking about what is going on with one of the veteran sites that's deals specifically in special operations issues. SOFREP posted the video of the ambush that the 4 soldiers were killed in Niger. If you've seen it, if you've not seen it, or if you whatever. We at WTF Nation Radio will not post any images or anything of the such or any links. Do not. I will fucking kick you out if you post anything in the fucking chats discussing that video. Go look for it your fucking self. We will not propagate that bullshit.
You post a link, you're banned.
Yeah, exactly. And so don't fuck. We're being serious about this shit because we want to talk about a subject, and we're going to be civil about it because there are sides to it, and then there's the ethical dilemma side of it. So if that makes any sense.
And it you're kind of giving away our position, Ice. But if you post a link, you're banned.
Well, yeah.
That kind of tells you where.
Yeah, where we're standing. Yeah, exactly. We're standing. Yeah, that's where we stand on this shit. I mean, we feel. Okay, look. We all know what happened. The news has already been out there. 4 U.S. Service members were killed in our special operations. Those were killed in Niger in an ambush. They were outnumbered. They went out in training with the local forces, and then they were caught in an ambush, and then 4 of them were killed. So we're not going to do no fucking blow-by-blow analysis or some shit like that. We're not going to do no, hey, this is what happened here, and I'm going to tell you what happened there. It's not going to... We're going to talk about the way it was posted. When it first came out, it was posted on LiveLeak, and one of our staff members pointed it out, that it was posted in LiveLeak, and it didn't even have much of a following. However, once it was grabbed, then immediately SOFREP posted it up, which made the fucking hits go nuts on that thing because call it what you want, call it murder porn or call it, whatever.
That's what it is.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to say for my opinion about this and what I personally feel about it, but I have to be objective in this conversation because we have to be objective about this conversation.
I don't have to be, and I'm not going to be.
No, you don't have to be, but I have. I'm being objective because I have to. The comments that were said to me about why it should have been posted and the comments of why it shouldn't have been posted. I have to take it in. You know what I mean? I have to, because there are some people in the WTF Nation that don't feel the same way as everybody else does. So here we go.
I can be objective, but at the same time, I can see both sides of the story. Justification for posting the video and not posting the video.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I have my own personal opinion of no.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Well,
continue. Go ahead.
I'll make the correlation between this and other current events. You get a report that soldiers are killed, and somebody goes and posts the video of the event, and everybody wants to go fucking watch it because it's murder porn. That's exactly what it is. You have this morbid curiosity. People want to be grossed out. They want to see they want to sensationalize the violence and the death and the gore that comes along with it. Would you get the same response if, following the Trump Stormy Daniels news, that there was a video of the event? Would you go watch that? Would you watch Donald Trump fucking Stormy Daniels? And why? Personally, I don't want to see an old man dicking a beautiful porn star. And with those of us that have been there and had the experience in combat, we don't want to watch the shit on YouTube. I've caught myself on many days going down that fucking rabbit hole on YouTube. And it's just, it makes for a bad day.
It brings a lot out.
It brings a lot back that doesn't need to be there. Part of being a functional veteran is getting over the shit and not having to sit there and watch it. You lived it. You went through it. Good job. There was a video, shadow video of my IED attack, the one that my Purple Heart event, right? And one of my medics got a hold of it and posted it on YouTube. And I just about flipped shit and beat the fuck out of that dude. That's my video. That's me.
It's personal.
And it's the same with these guys. It's personal.
But that's the problem, is a lot of people don't get it is personal. I mean, that's what the whole, watching these different things of kill videos and scare yourself and everything else. Everybody says, oh, it desensitizes. No, it makes it so you don't understand that in the real life, there's more to it. It's really personal. That's actually a human being that was raised by a mother, was raised by a father, went to high school, had friends, and it's personal.
And on the flip side of that, I understand it's freedom of speech, it's freedom of the press. SOFREP can post whatever they want. But what is to be gained by publishing that video?
I think the one thing I wish they would have done, if in my view, is did they even think to go to the families and say, hey, what do you think?
No, they got what they wanted. The video went fucking viral. That's what they wanted. That was the only reason it got put up. Is sensationalism of soldiers being killed to get likes on a fucking YouTube channel and subscriptions on a fucking YouTube channel.
And for that, they need their asses kicked.
Well, I mean, let me. I'm still not gonna provide my personal opinion just yet, because then everyone's gonna think that, whatever. Who put it up on Live Leak? It was the jihadists that did it. Sergeant Ladiva Johnson's helmet had a helmet cam on there, and that helmet cam captured the entire event. And because he was the last one to survive the attack, he was the one that captured the entire event on his helmet cam. So when he was killed, when those soldiers were killed, there was a lot of political and a lot of military political blowback due to the fact that nobody knew what happened. Why did these guys go out and do this? How come this didn't happen? Why did it take so long for that to happen? And there was a lot of gaps that were filled that were not filled. There was not a lot of gaps that could have been answered on why these guys did what they did, or why did these guys what happened specifically, what happened with this. In the special operations community, if you were killed under small arms fire or whatever, the family members are told that succumbed from his wounds while sustained under small arms fire or whatever. They're not given details, and now with the way things are in the world as far as getting information, some family members want the details. Some family members want to know what happened. And the issue was that it became such a political heated event that when the president called, because every time somebody, the presidents do their best. Not all presidents have ever called every single fallen soldier's mother or father or next to kin. They all do their best to comfort them in their time, whatever. Now, look, if I am in a position where these are my soldiers, obviously I've already known them for a while, whatever. I'm not going to really hold it against anybody in government that barely knew him, other than the name and the report of what happened. You know what I mean?
Correct.
I'm not going to hold that against the government if they fuck up his name, or they didn't get his name right or whatever. They got his mom wrong or something. However, I would have hoped that those in charge would have done some little of initiative and research in researching the kids' names and family members' names, so that way they can pay some respect. There was a lot of comments. There was a lot of comments against the president. There was a lot of comments against Special Operations Command, U.S. SOCOM, the Army, the State Department, AFRICOM, SOC Africa, of what was happening from the families. The families were demanding answers on what happened. Now, the one side that I'm speaking for, I'm speaking for as far as what I've been receiving notes, because there are some people that were afraid of talking. There were some people they didn't. How can I put it this way? There were some individuals that wanted me to relay this information because they were afraid of their status, position, whatever, would be upset if they came on the show or they called up, whatever. So I'm getting their notes and saying it for them. And as it was explained to me, I just said I'll bring it on air. There was a lot of, like I said, there was also talk of conspiracies and cover-ups. There was a lot of talk of what happened on the actions on the objective. There was a lot of discussion of the size disposition of the individuals that were with them. There was a lot of discussion of the size of disposition of enemy forces. There were so many fucking questions that were out there. But what ended up happening is that the information gaps that were unanswered were answered in that video.
And I can see that, and I can understand that.
No, hang on. I'm still going over some information here. There were some families that were demanding the truth. There were some families that demanded government transparency. In a way, the fucking bad guys just posted that shit, not realizing what they did. Do you think that after, I don't know how many years at 9/11, can you still watch the fucking towers fall or get hit by planes or all that shit happening without getting a bit pissed off? I still get fucking pissed off when that shit happens. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, as far as that's hang on, let's real quick. Okay, so that right there was the transparency of what happened, the transparency there was no cover up, the transparency of what was happening on site, and could have provided some gaps being filled. Now I'm going to give you my personal feelings about all this shit. Any videos that I have ever done or I've ever had to alter for anybody who's asked me to do that, especially when it comes to things that I have filmed or taken pictures of or whatever, I've edited it for respect. And I myself did my own project with the same video. I would have been able to I would have been able to sterilize the video of keeping the events, but still maintain the dignity of the soldiers that got killed, if that makes any sense.
Correct.
Most videos, when you see of events that happen right before, a few seconds before, or whatever happens, then that's when it's usually edited, faded, and then it's a brief description of what's happened, and then it goes on to the next evolution of whatever the event was. You know what I mean? Especially for someone like that. So my 2 cents in this, and we talked about this in the shop earlier, is why would you put your fucking watermark on a fucking ISIS video? You know, you showed the whole fucking thing to the fucking end, and you could have done the video different. Like I said before, you could have AAR styled the video with some edits and fades and all that. And I did try it myself, and I was able to, and it could have been done. Rather fucking boring video, actually, when you think about it. You would have just seen the soldiers walking and whatever. Why the hell would you put your fucking watermark on that shit with ISIS music in the background and stuff like that? Now,
sensationalism.
I was about to say, if you're trying to stake a claim to the shit that the information is fucking power syndrome, which I fucking hate. The Army is now getting to the information is power fucking stuff. That's why a lot of our new futures commands and also the shit are having hard times working because, again, I keep going back to that's why SFABs are created. That's why cyber commands are being created. That's why it's because the Army does not want to modernize as much as they say they want to. You have to have different out of the box thinkers and the stuff. But Jesus,
don't perpetuate the fucking video.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
so if it was the when Dan, exactly that when Dan Pearl's video was killed and decapitated, that video wasn't sterilized either, but it wasn't shown. It was only shown of him talking all that stuff before, just like all the other videos were shown before they were beheaded. Now again, I don't watch SOFREP videos. I don't know, who's their video guy or whatever, but I would have suggested that, okay, first off, if we talk to the families, are we cool with this? Let them know, hey, we're going to talk about this so that way you know the truth, and let them know that this video is out there. Hey, look, I know it's real understandable, blah, blah, blah. And then before, I wouldn't just drop it in a link and have, see you on the email. I would have discussed it with the families, and this is us, as if we had come across this information, I would have asked the families, we have come across video of the event that appears to be a propaganda video. Would you like to see it in its entirety? And be respectful for it. That's about, there's no other question that you can ask to make someone's family feel better about knowing that you have something that shows them in their final moments. And speaking to some family today about it too, they were asking me about it, and I had family members telling me I would want to know what happened. I would want to know what you saw before what happened before the end. Now, of course, this is my family because they know what we're all, because we look at it differently as the troops, right? But our families look at it different. They want to know the truth because they don't know what happens when we step off that plane in that country that we're in, and the next thing you know, something fucking happens, and then the Army just says, "Oh, he was involved in a non-combat accident." Well, what the fuck happened?
And that's what Al was talking about earlier. It's a personal fucking thing.
Yeah,
it's personal.
The one thing that dealing with, I have the different perspective working in psych in the military, and that's the one thing that we deal with is how do you deliver stuff like that? I mean, anybody, okay, it was supposed to be for ICE. It was promoting them. It was their recruitment film, whatever. But the people who picked it up, they, like you said, they should have sat there and said, okay, let's be humane about this. This is very personal. This is, at some point, their family's going to hear about this. Shouldn't we be the ones? And
instead of posting the shit on YouTube, it should have been used by SOCOM to do a tactical analysis, first and foremost.
Yeah.
Second, to brief the family, you use it as a tactical analysis to answer the questions the families have. If families say, hey, how did you get this information? How do you know this? Well, there's a video. Do we want to see it?
Yeah, exactly. Do you want to see the video? Exactly that. You know what I mean?
Instead of publishing it publicly, you keep that shit close to your chest. Tactical analysis, family briefing, done. That's it. That's as far as that shit goes.
And I don't care who you are, and I don't care what their reason are. Sensationalism, that's bullshit. Because that you have to have a humane side to you, and if you've served at all, you have to respect the brother and sisterhood.
They have taken the side of like I said, they have taken the side of you can't demand the facts and simultaneously be protected from them, which is one of the sides that members of that community that I've spoken to that wish to remain. They don't want to talk because they don't want to be those people that say that, and all of a sudden they're fucking held. You know what I mean? They're very ostracized by their community. Everyone thinks they're fucking disrespectful or something like that. Because there are some people that think the same thing. They wanted to know what happened because nobody knew what was happening. Nobody knew that when this fucking happened, the command was telling them one thing, and there was boots on the ground facts that nobody knew what was happening. So what are they gonna do? They're gonna sit there and that's how the rumors started. That's how everything else. You know what I mean? So all in all, it was just a bad fucking situation to begin with.
Well, I agree with what you said earlier. If anything, they could have sterilized it.
Yeah.
So that it answered the questions, but gave the family the ability to not feel like they're out there.
Yeah, exactly.
Or even you don't even have to force the family to watch it. You just give them the option. Look, this is what we have.
This is what we have. If you want to see us, let us know.
So if the only point was to answer the family's questions, why is it all online and on their website and this, that, or whatever? Why didn't they just contact families and share it with them?
Yeah, that's what we're saying. But they're also but SOFREP is saying that if you don't ask for the fucking truth if you're not, and then get butthurt when you see it. You know what I mean?
Right. No, I mean no. Their whole point was to get likes and views.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No.
Sensationalism.
Well, they were likening they were likening to the situation of what happened in Benghazi. So what happened in Benghazi was very nobody fucking knows what happens in Benghazi other than aside from individuals who were there and their accounts of what happened, but nobody wants to believe it because you have a government that was stifling anything that was coming out of account reports of think about what happened in Benghazi and also the shit. I mean, you still have families right now that are still upset of what happened when they were lied to. They were lied to by saying that this whole thing was sparked by a fucking video, which was far from the fucking truth. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I know. I mean, I've typed in PETA reports and seen stuff on CNN and Fox News. I'm like, that's not what I'm typing in right now. But hey, y'all say what you say, and whatever goes on the news is what's on the news. But
yeah,
again,
and then if you look at and again, I'm going with what they were saying. The pictures of D-Day.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Every time they show D-Day, every time they show videos about D-Day, you see the landing craft landing, and you see dudes running, and you always see that one stock footage of those two guys that fall.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting killed. What's the difference? Now, mind you, I am speaking for those that are that don't care, that don't care to have their identities. But I'm just getting some questions because I asked them to come on the show. They want to come on the show. So what the thing was is that with the videos of D-Day, the pictures of our soldiers in Iwo Jima in the Pacific and all that stuff. What was the difference between that?
The difference is that was a historic event. It happened.
Many years ago.
Many years ago. This event that we're talking about, these guys, the bodies aren't even cold and in the ground yet.
Yeah. No.
The families have not finished the grieving process. You want to play that fucking game? Fine. I want you to release the school security. That shit on YouTube and see what the fuck happens.
Oh, you're talking about the Parkland shooting?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it goes back to, okay, it's one thing to sit there and say, okay, we're gonna watch World War II films and we're gonna see soldiers up front and personal. But okay, there was no lie there. Okay, we're still trying to figure out what's real and what's a lie, and the family wants answers. Who should have gotten the answers first?
Yeah, there you go. That's a good point too.
Yeah.
They should have they should have gotten that. In other words, once that video was discovered, it should have been the U.S. government immediately fucking sequestering it, grabbing it, and like you were saying, Mike, off having U.S. SOCOM do some analysis, or some guys that picking it apart to make sure of its authenticity and all that, and then they can confirm it. But it does make it kind of suspicious when the government says if you watch the video you're supporting ISIS. It almost makes it seem like, what the fuck, you know what I mean? That's when that's what, how we always joke, we joke around about this shit. I mean, we always talk about, hey, if you don't fucking, if you don't get your hands on your pockets, then fucking you love ISIS type shit. You know what I mean? We always joke around about, hey, if you don't fucking clean up the fucking latrine, ISIS wins. We always joke around like that. So there was a report right now that was repeated by the Pentagon saying that if you've watched the video, and you've passed it on or whatever, you're supporting ISIS. And that right there brought up, because me, I'm also a part-time tinfoil hat wearer. That brought up my fucking tinfoil hat. Why would you say the most common? It's almost like saying, well, if he had a fucking a PT belt, then he wouldn't have been hit by a car. Well, that's the kind of line of thinking that come across my mind when he said that, when that report came out from the Pentagon. It made me sound like, what the fuck? Wait a minute. Now wait, if you support it, that means you like ISIS. Now, how about you say it is confirmed? That's what happened with the video. It's, you know what I mean? There was nobody. I mean, Jesus, I'm not even a legit fucking PAO. I mean, I'm a legit. I mean, I guess you would say we're radio broadcaster journalists or whatever you want to call it, but we're not. I'm not Army trained PAO. I am not. I didn't go to Dinfos whatever to do the fucking PAO course. I don't hold that MOS. So even I would have told the general, hey, don't be saying that shit. Say, yes, we have come across the video. I mean, immediately make sure, because I'm gonna be honest with you. It's pretty fucking obvious that, that's the video. If the Army is willing to prosecute fucking soldiers on videos from fucking soldiers fucking around in the barracks from the main page, then I'm pretty sure this will qualify as, you know what I mean?
All you're doing when you say shit like that is you're, again, adding sensationalism to the video.
You're feeding the fire.
Yeah, you're pouring gas on a fire, basically.
Well,
wow, this is gonna be an awesome fucking video if just watching it supports ISIS.
It's just
let me go find it.
It's just asking. It's like, oh man, hey, did you hear about the new video when that came out that such and such? That's when he died. Is in that video. Wow, cool. Yeah, we got to watch that one. It's the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all for fucking likes. It's all for fucking subscriptions on YouTube. It's the superficial bullshit social media validation that everybody craves anymore.
Yeah,
it's numbers.
Yeah, it didn't give me that. I mean, I don't even know. If what was the fucking the hit on who whatever who did the analysis for it or whatever. You know what I mean? It doesn't. There you go, Kaz. Exactly that. We know that SOFREP doesn't support ISIS, however, but we think that was kind of a poor decision-making thing right there in this case for what happened.
Exactly.
And again, we are. I don't say we share a relationship, but and just like all the other the veteran information pages and stuff like that, we all talk. And we're all the big bosses of said organizations speak with each other. So, I'm pretty sure that the big bosses have spoken to SOFREP as well on that aspect. But I'm just kind of thinking that you kind of hit it home there, man. There should have been a little bit more thinking of who is doing what or who is not. You know what I mean? You just don't fucking. and it's just me, you just don't. You jump on the story, verify it, validate it, and all that. Especially when it comes to something like this.
Especially when it comes to something like this.
I mean, this is what I was going back to saying about the information. You have the power of information in your hands, and only I have it. See, you have to talk to me to get this info. Knowledge is power type thing. I hate people like that. They want to be we're the first to put it out. You ever notice that lately has been coming out? Everybody wants to be the fucking first or whatever. In other cases, your shit gets stolen and it's not fucking claimed, but a lot of it.
The song "Dirty Laundry" comes to mind.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. So, but nobody wants to fucking admit and say that it wasn't a bad idea or shouldn't have been a bad idea, whatever. I would have said, hey, dude, fucking boss, you need to fucking do this and do this and do that, and then get this out there and then get in front of it. I mean, it is obvious. It is pretty fucking obvious that it was the ambush. From what I saw, from what I looked at it, I watched it. I saw the video. I saw the video though because I had to, because I was gonna do a test and I was thinking about doing another edit to it. But then I was like, too late. I'm not even gonna get involved. I'm not gonna put my fucking fingers in this. But I wanted to see could have it been sterilized, would it have mattered anyways, if that makes any sense?
Oh, it makes perfect sense.
I mean, I think it would have. I think it's showing a video, because just like when you watch dash cams of police officers getting killed in action, you don't see the cop getting killed unless you you see like a quick edit and then it'll get fade and that's when it says suspect killed, whatever. That's what I was expecting to see. Instead, it was. I mean, I thought fucking. I thought fucking all the stuff that was being played in the video was like, what the fuck is this? I watched it with the sound off, and a friend of mine tells me, hey, who does that shit? He's like, hey, if you're gonna watch videos like that, just watch it with the without the sound, because that's how they fuck with your. That's part of their fucking they get you with the symbols and the messages and shit like that they're putting in there. So just watch it without the sound, and then you'll be able to be clinical about it. So I did, and goddamn. That didn't help at all that there was a fucking SOFREP watermark all over it either. Because then, dude, come on. Because the propaganda guys could do, the bad guy propaganda guys could do, and they're fucking good. They are good. I mean, I'm sorry, they are good at that fucking information war shit. Have you all their fucking videos that ISIS was throwing out that was like looking like fucking Transformers quality and shit?
Yep.
They were I mean, and they were you thought they were fucking fake. They were fucking legit real. Now, all the bad guy has to do is look at that video, grab that watermark now and say, see? These guys are part of us. Look at this. Look at they're sharing our message.
Supporting us.
They're supporting us. They're supporting a Now, obviously, they're not, but it was just that they...
But the perception, if you...
Exactly that. You just hit it right in the head.
Not to give anybody ideas, but if you mesh the statement with the watermark in the video, then it kind of makes it look like something it's not.
Yeah, it's
I have not seen the video. I refuse to watch the video.
No, that's okay. I mean,
there's no reason for me to watch the video.
Well, for my job here as doing a show, being a radio host and doing film and stuff like that, I gotta.
Oh no,
I have to look at it to.
I understand.
You got to, if you're going to actually be able to truly get into the description of what you're trying to get at.
Exactly, and that's what sucks about this. That's what sucks about this job sometimes. When you're doing journalism, you have to see everything.
Right, and you were talking about just out of curiosity to see if you could sterilize it and edit it down to where it was a little more respectable and sterile and useful. I get that and I understand that. I don't do those things.
No, I know. It just.
And the only reason I would even bring that video up is just to watch it out of morbid curiosity, and I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. I've done that before. And it's depressing.
Yeah, and like I told you guys in the office, this just made me want to fucking just go down to the fucking line and kid up. That's all. It infuriated me. It gave you a feeling of helplessness. That's what it felt like to me.
Well, and here's something that I'm going to throw out there. Here's the secondary fallout about this. Okay, how many veterans' wives or widows are out there going, well, damn, I wish I could have had something like that. I mean,
Yeah.
it brings up all sorts of questions.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I kept going back with. There were some family members that I spoke to, and I'm talking about my family members, that my family members said that if there was a video of me doing something like that, and obviously, there were certain members of my family that obviously opposed to it, but there were family members of mine that said, I want to see what you saw before, what were your last moments on Earth. It's hard.
There's going to be those. There's going to be
hard
the
to
ones
fucking
that say, I want the video physically, but I'm never going to watch it.
Yes.
There's going to be some that say, no, absolutely not. I don't want to see it.
A lot of times, believe it or not, the ones that say they don't want to watch it will watch it once they come to peace with the actual death.
Or they'll watch it once and then destroy it.
Yeah.
It's a personal thing.
And that's, it keeps going back to that whole judgment. Like you said, the judgment is the only part that you question as far as what I know that they want their likes and it's all sensationalism, but again, judgment.
Yeah, I mean, it couldn't have been again. I have the memory. I have that. Maybe it's because I'm weird like that, though. I have, when it comes to images and imagery and stuff like that, I can't get those images out of my head. I mean, there's so many. I could describe the whole video in detail as I was watching, and I will say that LaDavid Johnson deserves a medal. All of them. I mean, it was only because of the actions that I have observed as a senior leader. If I was on the ground and I saw that happening in front of me through an ISR, through a drone or something like that flying over, and I had seen what was happening on that kid, would be a Distinguished Service Cross or a fucking Silver Star all the way. Perhaps maybe in a Medal of Honor, because that kid held his own, and that's not refuted. That there's already write-ups on that. He did fight all the way to the end. So there was that was when I was like, okay, what we're talking, because when you hear some of the stuff, when you see reports, when you see things that are written up about somebody who did something under the line, under fire, and these Valor Awards and all this other stuff, they don't talk about could it have been embellished or whatever. I can honestly
story.
Yeah, exactly. I can honestly say, after watching that video, this kid is I respect that kid. I mean, I'm a senior NCO and I'm old, been in the Army for a while, but that kid showed some guts and heart. I mean, that was an amazing. Again, that's another thing too. That also showed the members of our Army showing compassion for their teammates and not leaving a man behind, and that's what got me the most, is that LaDavid Johnson was that kid. I mean, all of them were until the end of it. And it's a hard subject to talk about, but it's one of those things that there were some individuals that were going to come on, and that's why I was kind of running delayed. And there were some guys that were going to come on and talk about it, and then the situation, like you were saying, Mike Golf, it just got it was too soon, too quick to discuss. And they're like, hey, cool to meet you, Ice. Not gonna do this. We'll talk later. Thanks for at least talking about it. And they asked me what was I gonna talk about, and I said, at no time. I even told you guys in the office today, at no time are we gonna show any images, anything, fucking any links or whatever. So if you see anybody posting some shit, fucking delete them, ban them, whatever the fuck you need to do, so we can get a discussion on this, because. Again, on both sides of the house, it's fucking it's unreal. The passion and the emotion, which is understandably. So,
I've watched too many of those videos in the past, and I can't do it anymore. I've lived it. I've been there. I've seen it with my own eyes. Just the idea of having those videos out there brings back there's certain triggers when you have PTSD, and videos like that is one of them for me, along with for Ray's.
Well, yeah, I totally understand.
It's
Totally understand.
And I don't get it. I don't understand. You can watch people die all the time on TV. You just turn on Grand Theft Auto 5 and shoot your fucking buddy in the head. He respawns and you go about. It's about the same.
Yeah.
But the difference is, you know that it's not Grand Theft Auto. You know that there's actually a real life behind it. That's the difference.
Which is fucking disturbing.
Yes. I have PTSD too. I've gone through my own stuff, and of all things, I had to work on a psychiatric ward on top of it, and talk to the guys who also went through this.
Yeah, they one of the situations, my golf, and this is why it's slowly not becoming our army anymore, bro. Now members of the SFAB have armor cams. So
Really?
so kids running around in the field, they're testing out the new gear. They got armor cams. They got like police officers. They got like body cams and stuff like that. They got imaging, so that way you are going to see what's going to happen in real time and being recorded. So it's going to be one of those things. Exactly, Amanda. They were somebody's baby.
And then isn't that going to be some shit? How they're going to have to set up some protocols on how to handle that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
you better encrypt that shit.
Yeah, I was about to say that it's one of those things where you'd better fucking get that shit tapped down, because I was watching some videos from the SFAB and watching them going through their stuff, and I have friends that are going to go there and all that, and talking to some people there who are getting their equipment set up and all that. And one of them was the armor cam, and it was shown in the Army Times talking about them going through GRTC recently, and that was one of the I guess you'd say the new hotness. They're going to get the new pistol, they're going to get new wire, they're going to get the cool gear to go out and do their mission. And then one thing I noticed on their kit was the armor cam, and all of them have it on their chest.
Oh shit!
So they all got wherever they're placing it. So all that shit. It's going to be one of those things. Kids have never dealt with repercussions and everything, and start thinking that it applies to real life as well. So no, they don't realize there are things they can't do. Yep, you're right.
And then what's the protocol if someone does get killed and they do have the cam? Do they are they going to make that available to the widow or the family?
Well,
they post that shit on YouTube.
Well, what do you think happens every time a police officer is killed? They say the same thing. A police officer is killed, and what do? They say, I want to see the dash cam. I know of Leos who've had friends, and that's the first thing their wives have asked when they were a casualty in the fucking field as a Leo. They were the same fucking thing. I mean, like I said, so that's you have both sides in it that's sensitive to it or not. You know what I mean? It's not sensitive to it. It's because it's not. And like Mike Golf says as well, morbid curiosity. Like you said, Alex, is a respect thing. And like you said, Spanky, it's one of those. Why would you, without discussing with the families? And then the information that I'm getting from the other people is like, well, because for my family, and speaking of my family, they want to know what happened. They want to know what's going on. They want to see what I did, on the ground before I have it, because they don't want to. Because I have been a casualty assistance officer before. When something happens to a family member in the military, they don't fucking love the military anymore. At that point, all that point of, and you've seen that on your side too, Al.
Big time.
There is no fucking there that like exactly that. The guys in the Facebook in the Mixer chat. Hey, I forgot to say hi to you guys. Hey, shout out to you guys in the Mixer chat for you guys for joining us as well. But
and Periscope.
Well, Twitter, Periscope, YouTube, Facebook Lives, Mixer. If you want to watch us on Mixer on your Xbox, you can. You go on your Xbox Live, just look up the WTF Nation Radio on the Mixer app on Xbox, and then you'll be able to listen to us in surround sound. But the thing is that you have all three sides. You have all those sides, those omnidirectional sides of all that. But when I was a casualty assistance officer, anything that I would say to the family member, it was dealt with. That's not fucking true. That's bullshit. I've heard this. I've heard that. Why did this have to happen to my son? I mean, and I'm the guy that's helping them process the paperwork and helping them ensure that their benefits is not. I'm not the notification guy. The notification guy, he's the guy that shows up and says that, on behalf of the Department of Defense and the President of the United States, we regret to inform you that your son or your daughter has been killed in the line of duty, blah, 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 blah.
Believe it or not, he has the easy job.
He does have the easy job because it is one of those things to where they
he's there for a few hours and he's gone.
If that.
Well, yeah, and he's dealing with the shock.
Yeah, he's dealing with the shock.
What comes next is the worst stuff.
The worst stuff is because then you're talking about the disposition of remains, and then me, the casualty assistance officer, standing right there, and I'm the one that has to now. I am facing the entire family because obviously other family members are coming in and close. And
you just became the 50-meter target.
Exactly that. So they hate me. They hate the Army. Anything that I say about what happened, I can't discuss too much other than what's written in the report. But they've heard other things, the rumors then, and then somebody comes in from the unit saying, "I heard this." It gets pretty fucking emotional, and you as a casualty assistance officer have to maintain your composure and be professional and say that's not what I have according to the documents that I have here. This is what I'm going by. Blah blah blah. Here's what have to happen. I heard this can happen if you don't do this, according to regular, you have to be you have to do your materials and you have to do your research, because when you are telling a family member that they're not going to get something that they think they're going to get because somebody told them they're going to get it, and they get upset in front of their entire family,
you have to be stalwart.
You just can't fucking, you can't say, well, yeah, because the Army's bullshit, or you know how it is when they cover shit up. You can't be like that. You can't just joke around and stuff like that. So the family members they hate the Army's guts. And
you are the Army at that point.
Exactly. Yep. At that time, it is one of those things to where you are the face of the Army at that time. And I've had fucking not guns pulled at me, but I had, I should just shoot you right now, and well, you're just bullshitting me. Fuck you. You're telling me a lie. Everything been thrown at me because, again, they want to know what happened because they're not satisfied with what the Army told them. So, going back to this video again, from the people that like I said, they're talking to me about this. On the other side, they want to know. They want to know why this happened, or why that didn't happen, or why was this mission even approved? Who was the approval authority for this mission, and why was it only 4 guys? And why didn't we go in there and fucking, secure the villages of the informants that ratted them out? What happened to the people that were training with them? Why was there not enough drone coverage or air support in an area that possibly had hostile forces in the area?
Who's asking these questions?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like,
who is it that's asking these questions, these 20 questions? Because it's either one is the chain of command, which would fall under tactical analysis, or 2, it's the family members wanting answers about what happened to their sons and daughters and husbands and brothers.
And here's
in which case,
go ahead.
It's the personal thing. Neither one of those instances requires that video to be posted publicly on YouTube.
No,
you're right.
And coming from my experience with the family members, what you talked about, they're going to ask all those millions of questions. But if someone would have done them the courtesy of saying, okay, rather than ask, tell you what, we just got this video, let's let them watch it. They're not going to ask any more questions, because it's at that point, it's no longer about why wasn't anybody there? Why wasn't this done? Why wasn't this done? It's about they're gone. At that point, they can actually acknowledge it.
And it should be, videos like that should automatically be classified.
I agree.
And it goes back to what you and I were talking about last week, Ice, with Jared Kushner and the security clearances and how those work. There's a need to know.
Yeah, exactly. There is a need to know.
For the family and for the chain of command.
Yeah. I agree, man.
And nobody else. I don't need to know. I don't want to need to know.
Most guys who have been in don't need to see that stuff. It only makes it worse.
Yeah. I mean, again, I am. I'm seeing, and you already got my side of it too. I've already told you guys that. Yeah, I think it was not Amanda. Thanks
Good night, Amanda.
But yeah, I didn't agree with it. So that covers the segment on the discussion of the video. So there we go. We made it through this round. We're gonna take a break.
We didn't kill each other. We didn't yell at each other.
Yeah, see that we didn't. There was no arguing. There was no drama.
No.
So
there was some emotion.
There was some emotion, but it was all to ensure that we had we stayed on point. But
yes.
Anyways,
I'm proud of us.
Yeah, I'm proud of you too. Proud of you too, Al. Good job, Al. I'm glad you fixed your fucking echo too. So we're gonna go ahead and take a break, and we'll be back in a second. Shots.
Classified shots.
Shots.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Well, it definitely is all about the visuals, although pretty sure it's illegal.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
I am here determined to stop this future atrocity.
bitches, they love visuals.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Good evening, boys and girls. This is Tim Kennedy. I'm a Special Forces sniper, a Ranger qualified Green Beret, a UFC fighter. Please listen to us and the shenanigans that we're going to say. We will insult you. There will be racial slurs. We will be sexist. We will offend you. But there will be magic, and a unicorn will be raped. So enjoy the show. Thank you for listening on WTF Nation Radio.
And we're back for the last segment of Unicorn Rapage on Sergeant's Time. 8 March 2018, broadcasting live from the Functional Veterans Center of Excellence. Motherfucker. Man. Oh, dude, that was a I don't want to get you guys down, but we needed to discuss it, get it out of the way, so that way you, the WTF Nation, can understand where we came from when it came to that such serious subject. So now we can, always make sure that those soldiers are in our hearts. Valhalla and shots to them, and so there we go. Look, we all know that what's been going on, and this isn't Saturday Night Savagery. This isn't Friday Night Freedom. This is Sergeant's Time. However, whenever the limelight of current and social events hits the Army, then, of course, then that's when we have issues here at Sergeant's Time, when it hits the Army. Recently, there has been a pull. I mean, not a pool like swimming pool, but there has been a pool of, magazines. Magazines that were pulled from a certain store called The Exchange.
That reminds me, I got to go to the PX tomorrow.
Yeah, go get your. So here's what happened.
They're gone.
They're gone. They are fucking gone. So I
went this weekend.
So here's what happened. All of a sudden now, ammo, clips, and magazine accessories policy update, The Exchange and MCX are no longer selling magazines and clips with a capacity of 11 rounds or higher now. All the mags.
What?
Yes. Just got some images and stuff from the main page. If you can see, if I'm direct attention to Facebook Live, Mixer, and all our imagery, because bitches love visuals. If you bring your attention to those those platforms that we have,
we do.
You can see that policy is up here. It doesn't look right here. Let me fix that. There we go.
It looks right.
There we go. Now it looks right. And there we fix it for you guys. All right, so there we go. So right now that location is Fort Bragg.
That's everywhere.
That's not
everywhere.
in TC.
That's not in TC. That is Fort Bragg. For years, the Army has been trying to get the Exchange to sell firearms in all the PXs, because back in the day they used to.
Yeah.
Well, because of assault gun bans, people getting butthurt, getting involved in social shit, finally, during the Obama administration, I might add, they allowed weapons, arms, accoutrements, anything that has to do with, owning a firearm was all over the PX. So the PX, and I would say it kind of increased their credibility a little bit when they decided to do this, because now they were hiring people to, like for gunsmith. I mean, actually, that was pretty cool. When this came out, I was stationed, in other locales that normally you would never have to see. You couldn't get a firearm anywhere except you went to the PX.
Yep.
It was a lot easier to do at the PX because you are a service member. If you didn't have to worry about a pistol purchase permit or all that. You had a fucking commander say, hey, I'm going to go purchase a weapon. He can't say no. He's just saying that he goes aware that blah, 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 and he doesn't live on post, is what the verification letter was. It wasn't a permission for you to fucking not. Point being is that you used to not have to worry about doing it. Well, now, all of a sudden, conveniently, now, after all this stuff happened with the assault weapons talk and fucking bullshit with whatever, all of a sudden this came up.
Started with the Marines.
It started with the Marines because, Marines.
Yep.
Rah. Marines. Rah, rah, rah.
Rah.
I actually talked to my BX, and all of them were very upset. And they said, it started with the Marines, went to the Navy, then it went to Army and Air Force, and they said the Marines for some reason the Marine exchange caved, and then everybody else caved.
Yeah. Why? 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 Why all of a sudden has there been an outreach, or there has been a why has there been all of a sudden this now a policy where there's nothing in anything that says there's been no DODI instruction at all. If you could believe it, AFES is owned. It's a command. So if AFES has a commander, there's already a fucking problem because it's not run by a business. Because if it was, all the money that they say is donated to MWR facilities would actually go there.
Fuck your free market.
Yeah. So to have a commander, you know, when AFES has to have a fucking commander when it's a fucking store that's supposed to be carrying 2 soldiers, wrong answer. They gouge soldiers overseas in Germany and Italy, and you know all the other installations out overseas already.
Well, the excuse that they gave me when I asked them is they said, well, because certain states have banned the 11 clips or higher.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what those states have designated.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
I agree with you,
That
but
was
that's
the whole
the excuse.
that was the whole fucking reason I moved to Alabama from California.
There was nothing.
So that I could go down, you know, tomorrow when I'm not in school, and I can use my tax return to buy a 100-round fucking drum for my AR-10.
Because you did not have to worry about it, because you being assigned to the military installation and being into the military installation, you were given a bit of a benefit by A, not pay fucking taxes on some of the stuff that's on there, and B, you could go in and purchase accessories because they would know that the only people that would get them will be members of the military, right?
Right.
So
So
all this horse shit of well, it's because it's a new policy because of the new magazines it's in supply, and the vendors have requested. Vendors didn't request shit. I wonder if the vendors know that this is fucking happening.
I want to see this fucking policy in writing.
Yeah, I want to see it in I want to see. Yeah, who are the vendors? Hey, AFES, since you work for the soldiers and you work for the service members, MCS, NEX, Exchange, all you guys, how about you show us the digits? Show us the policy where the vendors.
That's what I'm going to go do tomorrow, is go try and find a fucking policy letter.
I honestly, sincerely doubt that these guys have had. I think what they're doing is they are succumbing because there are some. And I didn't believe this. I thought it was all fucking conspiracy theory. But there are some people that are holdouts from being 8 to almost 10 years of the last administration. W going into Obama, into Trump, and want to hold steadfast to old policies that they just don't agree with, but not realizing it's not their fucking job, that they have to maintain. There's a lot of people that are fighting it. The military said, you will fucking sell these. It was hard. It was like literally AFES was kicking and screaming not to sell weapons on post.
Oh yeah, the exchange I go to, they only got a year and a half ago?
Yeah. So all of a sudden, with all this, it's an update due to the fact that the vendors have requested. What vendors? I can tell you what: Magpul, Bushmaster, Kimber. What are the other high speed? All the standard names. I can guarantee it that they probably don't fucking know this is happening.
No. It was. The guy, when I talked to the guys, they said, yeah, we have to send all these nice, and they showed me these beautiful magazines. They had to send them all back.
Yeah, they were being told. See, that's what I'm saying. What do you mean you have to send them all back?
Less than a week.
See, that's what I'm saying. They were told. So, our intrepid reporter, Jose, he sent me some images that was all over fucking that he posted, because of the Jose Tamale page and his Twitter. He writes, hello, notice you guys don't have Magpul PMags or any AR mags on sale anymore. Why is that? Hi, Jose, your message is very important to us, and someone will be back to speak to you soon. You're getting fucking tamaleed, son. So AFES, their claim was that AFES has merchandise, high-capacity magazine, primarily for result of vendor recommendations to offer the original equipment typically sold at certain firearms. As a result of a recent review, I want to know what review. A decision has been made to discontinue the sales of these products at AFES. It should be noted that the military exchange's merchandising strategies and product lines are unique, and soldiers, sailors, and Marines and airmen are encouraged to cross-shop each exchange. So in other words, they are preventing you, Sarns, WTF Nation, they're preventing you from buying accessories because now they're jumping in the fucking bandwagon of typical fucking knee-jerk shit.
Yeah.
And see, that's the thing is, with them being, with APHIS being considered on a federal installation, they do not necessarily have to comply with the state. They are asked to, but they do not have to. And so therefore they have the right to go by federal law only. It makes no sense.
No, it doesn't.
But now they're taking California, New York, New Jersey, Colorado laws and spreading
Washington
that
State too.
shit across the country.
Washington State too. Washington State has now made it so that if you want to own an assault weapon, you now have to register that assault weapon and pay a yearly fee for that assault weapon and have each magazine individually registered.
Get the fuck out of here.
No joke.
That's why I moved away from the West Coast.
Yeah.
And cause you're right, there's many outlets that sell magazines other than the PX, and I guess I'm going to Shooters in Columbus.
Shooters, what is that? Is that a titty bar?
No, I mean, you want to buy a firearm or any kind of firearm accessory, they got it all.
Yeah, I have thought, I honestly thought that APHIS of all places was supposed to be whatever. Yeah, we're bashing you, APHIS. Yeah, I am. By the way, I didn't forget to tag you on today's post as well. Brought to you by WTF Nation Radio and Whiskey Sours. Love you, Jack. Fuckers.
Today's episode of Sergeant's Time is sponsored by the letters AK and the number 74.
Exactly. I'm fucking real. Are you fucking for real, APHIS? Come on, man.
Grow some.
Are you really falling? Hang on, let me look at this fucking. Somebody sent me a memorandum. Is this the? What? This came from the fucking center of. This came from the David Hogg Center of Policy and Ballistics. Is that what it is?
Hashtag shut up, David.
Yeah. Hashtag shut up, David. Resign, Sheriff Israel. Yeah. Look right here. Subject is revision to a suspension. I posted 5 March 18 firearms accessory shops applicability CONUS in Alaska. Direct questions to Zulu Zulu Hotel Quebec Mike Delta Hotel Papa Oscar Delta 49F at APHIS.com. What kind of fucking email is that? The regular stock assortment reviews identify adjustments needed to fulfill the exchange business strategies going forward.
Atrocity.
The exchange and the MCX will match policies on high capacity accessories. You notice they're saying high capacity accessories. All magazines sold separately over a capacity of 11 rounds are now discontinued.
Yep.
Are you fucking for... Listen to this. Now they're talking about what they're saying. Read what they said. A review and by the vendor, right? This is what...
No vendor would back out.
No vendor would back out. And here's what I have hot off of the Red Leg news desk. It says right here that the... holy shit. Remove, sort, and box items by vendor for ease of return and disposition. Return or disposition details are pending and will be announced soon. Merchandise remaining items are space appropriate to 4-session in-cabin sidekick. Re-merchandise residual space. They're telling them how to fucking basically hide what they're fucking doing, removing everything. Items are they even tell you to go online. But know what they're saying? These items are no longer available on Shop My Exchange, including marketplace vendors such as Sportsman's Guide or the RSR website. Are you fucking for real? Whoever just sent me that, thank you. Thank you. Get you a case of beer for that.
Oh, when I went to ours, they didn't hide it at all. They were actually saying, guys, if you got any weapons right now, or you're planning to, buy now.
Yeah.
Buy now.
Because that was last Friday. And they said they were going to be gone by Monday.
Unfucking real. So, soldiers, sergeants, leaders of the U.S. Army, AFES is disarming you, or not allowing. I'll call anyone, cause some fucking hype, huh? Want to see the fucking world burn? I'm just kidding. I don't want to say that. It's fucked up.
Yes, cause all AFES.
All AFEs. All
yeah.
all AFEs. All AFEs.
It started out with the Marines. You can thank them.
And I'm gonna go verify this. I'm gonna do my due process, you know, and I'm gonna go to the PX at Fort Benning tomorrow, and I'm gonna take pictures because I know exactly where all the magazines are stored because I've bought magazines and ammo there before.
You want to compare? I'm going to. I'm going shopping tomorrow too.
Oh, and I'll go on Hood. Hey.
Yeah, exactly. So
we'll
WTF
make-
Nation, as a matter of fact, WTF Nation, go ahead and submit all images of magazines not being sent, everything. If you get somebody on Facebook Live, not Facebook Live, record a conversation or something like that, and you just make sure they hide their face, or we will obscure their face. Fuck yeah. We will even.
Well, here's the other challenge. Why don't we keep an eye on the gun areas? Even more so, because this is the first move.
Yeah, dudes.
Let's wear those tinfoil hats to the full extreme.
No, I'm not wearing a tinfoil hat this Sergeant's time. I'm just presenting facts that the regulation of the
So-
order that stands right here where it says this planogram says that you have to make sure that you know what I'm saying? I'm just like I said, we got to stick with this fucking we got to make sure we're sticking with facts on this one right here. This is an order from the exchange saying that they are to remove high cap magazines and AFES outward. See that we're looking, this is an internal document. This is an internal document.
Ooh. Nice.
So
this is an internal. So what you see on the main page, hang on real quick. What you see on the main page is what they're telling the soldiers and the customers. What we have distributed through our shop right now is the actual planogram, the actual fucking document stating the order of that you were moving. So you're telling me, AFES, and this is what AFES is saying. The exchange is saying to everybody that the vendor wants all this stuff back, and that's not the fucking case.
Not even.
No.
Vendor doesn't want that stock back.
The vendor doesn't know the shit's coming back.
Yeah, that's what I'm
why
saying.
the disposition and redistribution is pending.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. So you're right. Now you ask, are they anticipating something?
Yeah, I don't know.
So my question is, you're going to start with magazines and clips and accessories that hold 11 rounds or more, right?
Mm-hmm.
What about the firearms that are capable of holding 11 rounds or more?
That's what it goes into to the twofold. One, let's kind of keeping an eye out. But the second part is, okay, this is pending. So are they anticipating that something's going to happen, or have they been given orders? The question is the anticipation.
Because I know for a fact, and I've been looking at it, I want to buy it. The PX at Fort Benning, the firearms counter, they sell a UTS 15 shotgun. If you don't know anything about the shotgun, it is a 14+2.
Yeah.
It has a capacity of 16 12-gauge rounds without a magazine. So I wonder what they're going to do with that firearm.
I'm saying, man.
It holds more than 11. What about your fucking 17-round tube-fed 22? Is that violating AFE's policy now?
Well, I mean, I'll be honest with you. There's not been an order. There's not been an order. AFES, if you don't want a FOIA, or you don't want Jose to get involved.
We'll all go down this fucking rabbit hole.
Because Jose, I mean, Jose could be, you know, he's what the fuck has been Jose at? He must be fucking doing something because he's been quiet lately. But
he's trying to file his DTS claim with Miss
third,
Williams, third ID.
Miss Polly, yeah, Miss Williams, third ID. No, what I'm saying though is that where is it? You know what I mean? Where's this? I want to see the policy. We just sent it out. I mean, I almost don't want to show the policy now because then everyone's gonna say, "Oh, denied, fake news, whatever." I think we should just kind of hold it and see what's up, and then get it run through, and then tell Jose, hey man, why don't you go visit APs, or go to APX. So if you see a Danny Trejo looking guy with a big sombrero coming into an AP's concessionaire, then it's probably Jose.
It's not me. God damn it! Stop asking.
Exactly. It's not you. I know. It's not Mike Golf. Mike Golf is not Jose.
I am not Jose. I don't know who Jose is.
I think
Stop asking.
I think that's hilarious, dude. That you got confronted about that.
I get confronted all the time. When I tell people, yeah, I work for US Army WTF Moments, WTF Nation Radio. Are you Jose? No, motherfucker.
That's like the hotness. They all want to know who Jose is.
Everybody wants to know who Jose is. I was like, I'm not
I
that
don't
high up on the chain of command to know. I'm not high enough to know who Jose is, and I don't want to know. Again, security clearance, need to know, don't have it, don't want it.
Yeah, exactly. However,
And I don't have to worry about that because I just sit up at my tree and watch.
Inquiring tamales want to know. I think we should go ahead and if you guys real quick, if you have any tips for something like that, tell them we sent you. Tell Jose at I think it's Jose at armywtfmoments.com to send Jose a tip, and he'll more than likely respond to whatever, or he'll throw up the tamale signal. This is not how he works. But anyways, yeah, this is whoever read them shits. Read that. That's some fucking awesome. That is some crazy. That is unreal. You just heard it here first on WTF Nation Radio. AFES is trying to disarm the troops. There you go. How about if I say that? Or they're providing their own policy. Show us the DODI. Show us the policy where it says that you can or cannot. You know what I mean? Because this is some, man.
It's some horse shit.
This is some horse shit, dude. That is some fucking horse shit.
I was saving my money. I was gonna wait for my tax return to go get that 100-round drum for my AR-10, just for shits and giggles. And now it's gone.
Yeah, and now it's gone. Now you can't.
Get with me later. I know a place that may have them.
Oh, I know another place in here that's got them.
Okay.
This is crock shit. This is a crock of shit. This is unbelievable. This is madness.
It's backhanded censorship.
It is, dude. No, yeah. Well, honestly, it's constitutional. See, it's funny when soldiers. It's kind of funny how the military, how the army likes to give soldiers all this stuff and say you dignity and respect, and soldiers need to be respected, and soldiers need this. Okay, so you're thinking, okay, cool, and then all of a sudden, these commands have been fighting forever and a day. I wonder if D. Treasy knows about this. The military exchanges are fucking getting dicked. Because he says the military, right? He even said in some of the policies that he's talking about how military members should be authorized to carry concealed on post.
Yeah. Well, and here's the other thing. This is one that really fucking burns me. Well, when you join the military, you give up certain constitutional rights. No, the fuck you don't. You still have the right to free speech. Mm-hmm. Not in uniform.
Yep.
You still have the right to keep and bear arms. Just not in the barracks.
Yeah, see, that's where gets a fucking line where you gotta go.
Well,
not in government housing.
If you got guys who are getting drunk in the barracks, the last thing you want is them to have guns.
You can still keep and bear arms. They just have to be stored in an arms.
I'm just thinking about that Joe's fucking some of the shit you see on the main page. Joe's fucking jumping in dumpsters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You can mind pulling staff duty and there's fucking Joe's shooting fucking in the air like fucking Haji. I don't know.
Or you're gonna get the dumb fucking Joe Private straight out of basic training with their new IBA. Here, shoot me with your 9mm. Let's make sure this.
Yeah, exactly. See what happens when you shoot me with the 9mm. No, okay.
This is why we have to have an arms room.
Yeah, this is why we have to have. Now, do you think that it doesn't matter? I mean, because some people say that they're old enough to, you know what I mean? We get on that fucking debate. Well, I'll give that to Jay Reddy for fucking his show on Saturday, because personally, I think it's a horse shit fucking backhanded. Something's going to happen. They're being quiet about it, and all of a sudden, and they're lying to soldiers when they say, you can shop on this online, you can do this, and it's vendor policy, when we just read that fucking, their policy right now. An internal AAFES document. Thank you, whoever
Breaking
sent
news.
that. Breaking. Oh, yeah, huh? That is breaking news. Hang on. It is. Hang on.
Hit it.
This just in. An AAFES fucking memorandum was just currently discovered saying that they're all going to disarm troops. Currently, right now, ICE has sent this to Jose. Please, if you have any information of any AAFES or exchanges that are closing down their stores with magazines, or saying that is because it is no longer this bullshit email. I can't believe this email blows me away. Zulu, Hotel Quebec, Mike Delta, Hotel Papa, Oscar Delta 49 Foxtrot at AAFES.com. That is horse shit.
Get up there and have the nation email the fuck out of them.
Exactly that. So that's unfucking real.
The Abrams series tanks will no longer be able to hold 40 main gun rounds. We're going to put it down to 10.
Yep. Remove, and even says
to comply with California law.
Exactly. Remove, sort, or box items by vendor for ease of return to disposition. Return disposition details are pending and will be announced soon.
Because the vendors have no fucking idea what's going on.
AAFES is taking all your magazines.
Damn, not Penthouse.
Yeah, they even said too. They even said on that fucking little post there, it said these purchases will be online and blah, 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 blah. Online. These items are no longer available at Shop My Exchange to include marketplace vendors or as a sportsman guide or the RSR website. So that means they lied to you.
God.
So now they told you to your face, soldiers, that you have to go online to get these items. And right now in this internal AAFES document says specifically that these items are no longer available at Shop My Exchange.
It just occurred to me.
What's up?
What Al was saying, not the Penthouse.
What?
They started with the First Amendment, dude.
Yeah?
Yeah.
When they took away all the nudie magazines out of the PXs.
Yeah. Has anybody... Hey, real quick. It's... Hey, post that. Everybody, post that fucking... Post it in all the chats.
What?
Post that email in there. Spanx, can you throw an email? I mean, goddamn, that's a long ass fucking email. Direct questions to Zulu Hotel. That email that you see in that fucking secret document. I shouldn't say secret. An undisclosed document. I can't say secret.
Internal document.
Internal document. It even says hunting pogue on top of it. Operation Hunting Pogue.
By the way.
Yeah. I just want to say it's Operation Hunting Pogue. That's what they're calling you, soldiers. They're calling you pogues. Post that in all the chats so that way everybody, WTF Nation, go ahead and give AAFES a question and ensure that you use your own emails. Don't use your AKO emails or something like that, and forward this to your chains of command, because then of course they're going to go nuts. They're going to say you're cyberbullying AAFES. Ask them. Zulu Hotel Quebec Mike Delta Hotel Papa Oscar Delta 49 Foxtrot at AAFES.com. There you go.
Nice.
There you go. Oh yeah, it's
yeah.
Oh yeah, pin that comment for you. Oh, and that comment is pinned. Thanks, Spanky. Oh, hell yeah. I'm gonna get this magazine's out. Re-merchandise residual space with personal safes, hunting apparel until revised planogram is released. So they're telling you guys, they're using what's called military deception operations to make it seem like that's nothing big deal. So they want you to remove all the magazines and everything, and they want you to repurpose everything.
And be quick about it.
Yeah, and be quick about it.
What are you doing? Oh, we're just remodeling.
And we're going to warehouse it and see what happens.
Well, according to the vendor says that they want this back.
The vendors don't give a shit about California law in the state of Alabama. I guarantee you that.
It's not an Oscar. It's an Oscar, not a zero. Yeah. Well, just cut and paste that address. It's easy. Hi. AAFES, if you'd like to give us a call, 415-889-8367, you can go ahead and give us a call, and we'll be able to ensure that we get the information out. Because, of course, if you feel like you're being misrepresented at all, we at WTF Nation Radio strive for journalistic accuracy. So, and this is the unicorn raping segment. So we just want to make sure that you, the AFES individuals, are represented fairly. However, with this Operation Hunting Pogue,
You're just gonna run with that, aren't you?
oh yeah, fuck yeah, dude, it's fucking funny as shit.
All right.
It just says, yeah. So similar, just kind of read that shit, dude.
30-round magazines out of the arms room are no longer valid or no longer authorized.
Hey, that
You
means
will-
that
you
that
will
means
now
the
only
A10
get
can
10-round
only,
magazines.
the A10 can only carry 10 rounds.
Back. Done.
Hey, WTF Nation, execute Order 66. The time has come. Every single PX is now an enemy of WTF Nation Radio.
All right.
Oh man, unfucking real. I cannot fucking believe this shit, man. So
backhanded censorship.
That is some straight up. They're disarming you, soldiers. They're disarming you.
And you know what? It's just AFES is just giving fucking ammunition, no pun intended,
That was about to say, no pun.
to the state of California or
Yeah.
states like California, New York, New Jersey, and Washington.
No, but they injected themselves into policy that's not necessary and already causing a divided issue among soldiers because now active duty soldiers now are going to be like, hey, what the fuck? You know what I mean? They're going to be like, why are you lumping me in this shit? Yeah, that's what soldiers are saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what are you lumping me in?
Don't lump me in this crap.
Fuck. I haven't
Well,
shot anybody.
here's the question: where is AFES headquarters?
San Antonio, Texas.
San Antonio, Texas.
So what the hell does San Antonio, Texas have? I mean, what is? They're in Texas. Come on, people.
Oh no!
I mean, who's persuading?
It doesn't matter. Oh come on, dude! Fucking Fort Hood's in Texas too. It still doesn't mean there's fucked up leadership there.
4 of 50 states decided that everybody needs more restrictive ammunition capacity laws. According to AFES,
Yeah.
is what they're saying.
So, AFES, give us a call, 415-889-8367. Or, you know, when we're not broadcasting, you can give us a fucking call, 415-889-8367, and drop a message. And we'd be more than happy to, to shoot the shit and discuss this policy that we think is not valid.
Shoot us an email?
Who gave you this?
Unconstitutional.
Yeah. Who gave you this? Because right now we just blasted your email out to the entire WTF Nation, U.S. Army WTF Moments, WTF Nation Radio Mixer. I already sent this. I just sent this. I PM'd this to Jose. So I'm pretty sure when he comes, he does fucking weird shit. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna see this and fucking go nuts.
Here comes Twitter.
Yeah, exactly.
Twitter war with AFES.
Yeah, exactly. This is unreal. Unfucking real, dude. So hey, real quick, I want to do some early house cleaning because I need. Not early house cleaning, but I'm gonna give some house cleaning out because there's some shit that needs to be discussed and some things that need to happen before we carry on into some of the other shits. Okay, real quick, let me grab my my cut sheet so that way we can go ahead and it's time to grab them shits. All right. So, normally I'm going to read everything. I'm going to read things backwards. And the reason why I'm going to read things backwards is due to the fact that there is different. Only because I want to get to the meat of what we're going to do tomorrow. So I'm going backwards a little bit in the cut sheet and then going back to you'll see what I mean in a minute. So on the 24th of March on Saturday, Arthur J.P. Willie, he's an active duty sergeant first class in the U.S. Army, and we're going to talk about his book, Blood in the Woods. And he was born and raised in the great state of Louisiana. And moved to Baton Rouge when he was 14 years old. Oh, man, I had a good time in New Orleans, man. Fucking Mississippi, Louisiana. I just had awesome memories. He served
Shreveport. Fix your fucking freeways.
Oh, I was about to say, dude. Yeah, exactly. Actually, once you get past Shreveport, though, it's not bad.
No, it's not.
But he's currently has served 2 combat tours in Afghanistan with the U.S. Army. He enjoys writing horror, psychological thrillers, supernatural fiction, and dark fiction. And his favorite author since he was 12 years old is Stephen King, of course, who is, come on, that's should be everybody's favorite author. author, not fucking political activist or whatever. Oh, Crispy's coming back on the 23rd of March. Friday Night Freedom. Oh, wait. Did we have a reschedule? I think that this is just in, that might be. Crispy's going to come back. He's going to come back to the show. So if you guys don't remember Crispin Burke, he is the guy that likes to do all this pen writing shit and likes to write about all this other shit and talk about Small Worlds Journal stuff, all this strategic-like items that is way beyond my pay grade. He administers the blog Wings Over Iraq and has been featured in the New York Times, Small Worlds Journal, Foreign Policy, World Politics Review, and Wall Street Journal. Not a big deal. Like I said, Crispy is going to come back. Can't wait for him to go. Oh, and my man Chris Bernetti. He's coming back to discuss his stuff on Sergeant's Time. Chris Bernetti, he's been a frequent guest. He was the one that was on House of Cards too. And
yes, I remember him.
And he was also he was the military advisor on the TV show Army Wives, and was a stuntman, MMA fighter, great speaker. He came on here to discuss one of his projects, Glass, that talked about domestic violence, talked a bit about his life. I can go on about Chris Bernetti, great kid. He is going to, I guess he's going to come on with House of Hope, Brian Braddock, and Bayon No Cash McCullough. And he's going to come on and talk about Unsheltered Experience, where he's working on it with YouTube star Bayon No Cash McCullough and executive producer of House of Hope, Brian Braddock, The Unsheltered Experience. And it is going to take a hard look at the state of homelessness in America. Can't wait. Chris Bernetti he's always involved in those projects that really kind of hit home. So I can't wait. He always likes to come on Sergeant's Time, or he'll come on Monday show too. So glad to have you coming back, Chris. It's gonna be awesome. And I want to lead it up to tomorrow. Tomorrow is WTF Nation Radio's 3rd birthday.
Yes.
Actually, it's a celebration, bitches. Oh, I didn't have that thing fucking queued up. Oh, fuck it. I thought I had it up, ready to go. Damn it.
Breaking news?
No, Stormy Daniels is still fucking locked on my shit. I guess one of her videos tried to download on my computer. I guess
nice.
didn't quite stop downloading. Woo, Stormy Daniels. Stormy Daniels.
Show me your bobs.
Yeah. Are they real or not? I think they might be.
Oh. Most definitely not.
No, they're not. Of course, that has been spankied. I guess it's like Snopes. You know what I mean? It's like spankied.
Spankied.
Yeah, exactly. So, anyways, so tomorrow is going to be an extravaganza like you will not believe, that you cannot. You cannot. It is big for WTF Nation. Right? We have actually had individuals that are excited to come on themselves, and here, hang on. Please just fucking cue this right. No, is it?
Celebration!
That didn't quite work out all right. I had some Rick James bitch fucking shit flowing up. It's a celebration, bitches. Anyways, so it's a celebration for our 3rd birthday party at WTF Nation Radio, broadcasting live from the Functional Veteran Center of Excellence from Area 51, the Pentagon, and the Alamo, and celebrating it tomorrow with us, and he is excited to come on, is NASCAR driver Spencer Boyd.
Fuck yeah.
NASCAR driver Spencer Boyd is joining us tomorrow for our celebration with Friday Night Freedom with Minx and the Pooks.
Boogity boogity, I love me some NASCAR.
Boogity boogity, I love me some Spencer Boyd. Spencer started his racing career around 6 years old and will be competing full-time in 2018, driving the number 76 Grunt-style Chevrolet Camaro in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. He continues to raise awareness for military veterans, police officers, firefighters, EMTs, and all servicemen and women while chasing his dream to someday be racing in the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series. He's going to get there. Trust me. We'll throw him some props. We'll get him on here. So,
yeah.
So he's going to come on. Tomorrow is also going to be a prize-filled event. So if you come on and you tune in to WTF Nation Radio on all of our platforms that we have, and more than likely what will happen is you have to be tuning in so that way you'll get specific details. But we're going to be giving out prizes left and right tomorrow. We got a lot of prizes from people, and we're pretty pumped. We're going to have other guests coming on. shooting the shit with us. So I mean, this is of course, obviously the highlight of the whole thing is about the celebration of our 3rd year, and to kind of to pay homage and reflect and thank everybody before us that had paved the way to this great organization. And I mean, come on, what more could you ask for to have Spencer Boyd come on here and shoot the shit with us? And we're pumped. We're excited. We can't wait for him to come on. I'm like, no, she's not going to be wife number 4.
I'm excited because this is the 2nd birthday for WTF Nation Radio that I've been able to participate in.
Oh, cool. Yeah. I mean, this is the 3rd I'll be able to participate in.
Yeah, you've been here.
I feel old. I feel old in this thing.
And I'm the baby.
Yeah, fucking FNG, shut up. Anyways, Mr. fucking Echo, and I want to have all my shit going on and go hello. So I'm pretty pumped. I'm due to the fact that, like I said, this is going to be a celebration. This is going to be time for us to shoot the shit, reflect, and all this other stuff. I'll be able, we're gonna have some guests coming on, and then we're gonna have, like I said, we have dude Spencer Boyd, NASCAR. You know what I'm saying? NASCAR. Don't forget, we also have our sponsors at the Veterans Report. Jim Cannon, and also we have the great people over at War Horses Veterans. I'm pumped. I think it's going to be a good night tomorrow. Refrain yourself from drinking if you're going to call the show or whatever, but I'm pretty sure it is going to be a packed 3 hours. There's going to be prizes given out. There's going to be some reflections. There's going to be some discussions, and I can't wait. Spencer Boyd, man. Spencer. I don't want to say. Yeah, narcissistic. I'm going off these things. 4th, ex-wife number 8. Narcissistic.
Shit it back, Pope.
Booze.
Does your dick touch your
yeah,
ass?
Does your dick touch your ass? You need to shut up. Fucking doc. So anyways, hey, only because I'm pumped and I have to finish up some other station stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and sign us off. I'm gonna sign us off the dealio on Facebook Live, so that way if there's any music that there might be wanting me to play that I might want to play on my own without having to worry about somebody else playing, I don't know, I might play some of my own shit on Mixer and YouTube. But other than that, I think we can zonk for the rest of the night. What do you think? Think we're good?
I got to start my new job as a barback tomorrow night, and then Saturday I'm doing the Centennial bicycle ride for the Fort Benning Centennial celebration.
Oh shit!
I'm riding 100 miles across Fort Benning on Saturday.
Dude, celebration, bitches! All right.
That's right.
So, y'all, thank y'all for coming on, and shots. Have a good night.
Summertime shots.
Summertime shots. Celebration, bitches.
The bitches, they love visuals.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Good evening, boys and girls. This is Tim Kennedy. I'm a Special Forces sniper, a Ranger qualified Green Beret, a UFC fighter. Please listen to us and the shenanigans that we're going to say. We will insult you. There will be racial slurs. We will be sexist. We will offend you. But there will be magic, and a unicorn will be raped. So enjoy the show. Thank you for listening on WTF Nation Radio.
Tell me what it is to see when you look at me deep into the photography. I don't really need your sympathy, just tell me your thoughts. Have I got what they got, and is it a plot done for naught? Am I not like you because I do what I do? Who knew that I could lose a few of you cause I bleed blue? But it's true, I know cause I see it every day as I work and I sleep the day away. Like you I have pain and like you I have fear. Can I pay all of the bills and still make it through the year while I make it home alive? have? Should I pray to the sky every day and every night? Will I hold you by my side? But in the public eye, I don't even have a heart. A robot of the system moving only when I'm told to start. Rip apart my art, I'm strong like a flower blooming. You got it all wrong, I know I breathe, and like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe. And like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human.
Call me a vet like a soldier. Green beret, 21 gun salute, don't wanna see the day. In the constant war zone, in the home of the brave, where they hate the police until they saving the day. I got kids like you, a mortgage like you, so blue lives matter, and so does yours too. All this separation and divide, open your eyes. If you cut us all open, we the same inside. The only difference is I run to the gunfight. Your peace when it's chaos, when the people don't act right. But I'm under scrutiny for trying to protect me. You pull a pistol and I'm shooting for trying to contest me. I got a quick second to make a deadly decision. The media betrayed me like a kid for a living, like I'm cold with no heart, a brain with no thoughts, a body with no feeling, a life with no cause.
Like you breathe, I breathe. And like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe. And like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. I'm damned if I do, and damned if I don't. It's like every single time I say what's on my mind, they go for my throat, they spew evil words. If you are absurd, always grinding, grinning, and killing my soul with these verbs. Hold me down, like I can't gasp for air. I'm closed inside of a box, like I'm inside Fort Knox. Every time that I'm there, I don't know why they think that I'm different from you. All that's true is I'm a like you breathe, I breathe. And like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe. And like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe. And like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe. And like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
When the la-la hits, your lyrics just split ya. Head so hard that your hat can't fit ya. Either I'm with ya or against ya. Format bent ya. Back through that maze I sent ya. Talking to the rap inventor. Nigga with the game type fifth, that flame right. Spell my name right. B-I-double-G-I-E. Iced out, lights out, me and C the Leo. Getting head for some chick he know. See, it's all about the cheddar. Nobody do it better. Going back to Cali, strictly for the weather. Women and the weed. Sticky green. No seeds, bitch, please. Papa ain't soft. Dead up in the hood. Ain't no love lost. Got me mixed up. You drunk them licks up. Mad cause I got my dick sucked. And my balls licked. Forfeit, the game is mine. I'ma spell my name one more time. Check it. It's the N-O-G-O-R-I-O-U-S. You just lay down slow. Recognize the real dawn when you see one. Sipping on booze in the house of blues. I'm going back to Cali. 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 If I got to choose the coast, I got to choose the east. I live out there, so don't go there. But that don't mean a nigga can't rest in the west. See some nice breasts in the west. Smoke some nice sets in the west. Y'all niggas is the mess, thinking I'm gonna stop. Give it LA props. All I got is beef with those that violate me. I shall annihilate thee. Case closed, suitcase filled with clothes, linens and things. I I'll begin things. People start to flash. 818, 213s, 313s, BIG. Frequently floss holes at Roscoe's. If I want a squirter, take her to Fat Burger. Spend about a week on Venice Beach, sipping Crisco with some freaks from Frisco. I'm going back to Cali. 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 Cali got gunplay, models on the runway, scream Biggie, Biggie, give me one more chance. I be whipping on the freeway, the NYC way, on the Sally with my homeboy Lance. Ass from left to right, only got 5 blunts left to light. We set tonight, met a bitch at the Versace store. Said she suckin' till I ain't got no more. Only in LA, bust on bitches ballet, rub it in their tummy, lick it, say it's yummy. Then fuck your man, what's your plan? Is it to rock the tri-state? Almost gold, 5 G's a show date? Or do you wanna see about 7 digits? Fuck hoes exquisite, Cali, great place to visit. I'm going back to Cali. 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 Limousine, hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, rap attack, Mr. Magic Molly Mall. I let my tape rock till my tape pop. Smoking weed and bamboo, sipping on private stock. Way back when I had the red and black lumberjack with the hat to match. Remember rapping Duke, the hard. You never thought that hip hop would take it this far. Now I'm in the limelight cause I rhyme tight. Time to get paid, blow up like the world trade. Born sinner, the opposite of a winner. Remember when I used to eat sardines for dinner? East of Raw G, Brucey B, Kid Capri. Funk Master Flex, up, bump, star ski. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. Call a crib, same number, same hood. It's all good. And if you don't know, now you know, nigga.
2 weeks of writing, I ain't enlightened. Biting into a fucking Viking and life I'm a Viking. All lightning and striking might be a fucking sign I need a psyche. Evaluation, fuck Jason, it's Friday the 19th. That means it's just a regular day. And this is the kind of shit think of regular lay. Fucking lesbian shouldn't have had her legs in the way. Now she's pregnant and gay, missing both legs and begging to stay.
You better live your life to the fullest. Because they kill a bull, got a pistol, motherfucker, better pull it. And even if they kill me, they can never take the life of a young G. I'm getting money. You better live your life to the fullest. Because they kill a bull, got a pistol, motherfucker, better pull it. And even if they kill me, they can never take the life of a young G. I'm getting money.
Is it hard being me? Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's benefits. Dirty whores. Thrown at you at will.
You better live your life to the fullest. Because they kill a bull, got a pistol, motherfucker, better pull it. And even if they kill me, they can never take the life of a young G. I'm getting money. I'm getting money. Yeah, that's right, boy. I'm getting money. Talk doing that shit, boy. Yeah,
I see you.
I see you, boy. It's that shot circle in the motherfucking house. Get paid, get money.
WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Good evening, boys and girls. This is Tim Kennedy. I'm a Special Forces sniper, a Ranger qualified Green Beret, a UFC fighter. Please listen to us and the shenanigans that we're going to say. We will insult you. There will be racial slurs. We will be sexist. We will offend you. But there will be magic, and a unicorn will be raped. So enjoy the show. Thank you for listening on WTF Nation Radio.